5 sessions in recordings. We don't have the entire thing, but
On the downside, you have to hear your own voice,
yep.
which I don't really like hearing. I don't know why.
Most people don't like it because it doesn't sound like them because they hear themselves differently.
Yeah, you hear
Actually-
yourself, through all your skull and all that meat.
Yeah, I sent my family a video of my animals the other day, and I was saying something, and then I was rewatching the video, and I was like, "Oh, I really sound like that? Oh, that's not good."
So we are going to be missing our druid today, most likely.
Oh,
Mhm.
good one.
Because Flint is not.
He's
going to
there
be
in
around.
spirit.
He's
Mhm.
there in cat form. What does Dragonette keep calling that damn cat? Squishy?
Slushy.
Slushy. He will be here in Slushy.
Ooh, that's fancy. I forgot you had the interactive maps.
This is the only map I have on that, and I absolutely love it. I want more of them.
Yeah, I saw something with like it's selling like 5,000 maps or something for like $5, and a lot of them are like animated like this.
That's
Where did you see that? I want that.
It's it's that guy. He's a like dungeon influencer. I can post it on later. But yeah, he's got
I
a
will
wild
absolutely grab that
beard,
because
and yeah, he's always making builds that break the game.
yeah, I would love to go steal Dragonette.
Have
Hello.
you ever?
Maggie.
Hello.
Got a question for you, my dear Dragonette. We are looking at picking up a 6. This would be the 6 here is cheesy. Would you be for or against it? Most of the rest of the party seems neutral to okay about it, but this will be the last player I grab unless another one of y'all leave. We stop at 6 at max.
Yeah, I'm for, just in the sense we could always use a healer and a meat bag. And if they fill either of those two roles, then yeah.
Meatbag
So I
Forge
wanted
Cleric
to-
is a very good meatbag. I don't know how well they heal, but they are a cleric, so they can technically heal.
Oh. Only
Oh,
one
that's
way to
right.
find
Y'all
that.
missed the fucking life cleric, didn't y'all?
It's a healing meat bag. That's.
Mhm.
Y'all don't. Okay, I might have to rectify that because it's something I added in later. Y'all really don't have much healing, do y'all?
No.
What?
Okay, yeah.
We just need to
I know
visit a
y'all
shop.
are against NPCs. Do y'all want a healer to kind of, if as a choice of an NPC y'all can bring around? Otherwise, they'll just be at the base. Don't want to overflood y'all with NPCs.
We're fine.
We're fine until we're not.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's always a delicate balance.
Yeah. So I will look into doing that. Actually, I might know exactly how to do that. Actually, I know exactly who to grab because it's not an NPC. Well,
Mm.
not really.
It's
I
fine.
had this cool idea the other day. Have you guys ever seen this like little ghost effect? You can put like a picture on something, and if you like project light onto it, it looks like a little holograph.
No.
It's really simple to do. You just put a little you can do it with a little paper print cut out and a little piece of plastic. But so you could do that for D&D characters. Like somehow if you set up a board like that, project light at a certain angle, like it would look so cool because your character would be there holographic, like on the table. It would look sick as hell.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they
Where's
don't
Cypher?
have like some platform for stuff like that, or just why not full 3D
It's
video?
super cheap to do. Like
Yeah, I don't
That's
get
a
it.
bot.
I'm telling you, it's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a bot. Go away, bot. Bye-bye.
Oh, snap.
Oh, gotta kick Eric. Bye-bye, Eric.
No.
I hope he's okay. I haven't heard from him.
I know, me either.
All right, Cheesy. I'm gonna throw you link to the campaign. Do y'all want Cheesy to show up next week, or do y'all want to give him a few minutes to build the character? Don't mind either way.
Yeah, you can build a character you like. That's how I
Yeah, I'm
think
fine
did it.
with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, cool. Cheesy, do you have that? Go ahead and hit that link, and you will. Yes, I will take that. Yes, that is mine. You are a friend now. So I will get you a character sheet. Ooh, I gotta get you access to the compendium. Also, by the way, we're just
Execution
having.
expired.
Huh?
Oh, there we go. Just reloaded it.
We're just gonna have what's his face? Yojimbo's character never have existed because he didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
You know that?
Okay.
Game.
What are
He
we
was
gonna
there
do
for
with all
one
the
session.
cocaine then?
As I said, throw it at Missy. She'll be fine.
Oh,
Now I
weird.
have. I know.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
I randomly got healed, and now
Yep. So I'm gonna get him his.
wants to bend the drugs.
So I clicked on the link and I'm on the page. Do I click on the launch game? It'll like
Yep.
take me into it.
You will be brought in.
Turn on cool bar. This is live. Whoa.
Yeah, that's the map I left him on.
Trippy.
Okay, so first things first. You want to do the Dwarven Forge Cleric?
Yeah.
Acolyte background, I think.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna drag and drop, make this a little faster. Acolyte background. You are a cleric. Go here.
I apologize if you hear my puppy barking. It's like the day before 4th of July. I'm setting off fireworks.
Oh, don't worry. There, you're gonna hear my cat yelling at me as well.
I just got 2 new kittens.
Ritual casting, spell casting, and divine domain. You're a forge cleric. What level are you guys? I think y'all are level 3 right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Bonus proficiencies.
Struggling.
Blessing of the Forge. Oh no, you're proficient. Okay, so channel divinity.
Whoa.
Earnest divine power.
Journal, art library.
Welcome to the miss.
Is there like an area where I can pull up my character sheet or?
Yeah, you see that USEL thing?
No.
At the very top, you should have a. Is this all the same? Did I put this? I should put it in 3 times. Okay. Delete, delete. Did I give you access? Yeah, I gave you access. Do you see the party folder?
No. All right now I see is like all the stuff on the right.
Yeah, it's in there. If you go to the, if you are at the top right, there's a newspaper. Can you see that?
The journal? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Click on that. You'll be able to. That's where your character sheet will be.
Oh, and then okay, cool. Thank you.
Divinity, Artisan's Blessing. You don't have that. You don't have that. Okay. Okay. So I made you a cleric. Yes. Okay. So you have that. Alrighty. Baseline. We need to start with where you want your stats. You have the stat block. Blah 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 blah. Where is my stat block? I believe it's 15, 14, 13, 11, 11, 9. Yes. You have a 15, a 14, a 13, a 13, 11, and a 9 to place in your attributes or your stats, which are on the left of your page. You'll see the 10. You're going to replace that with a stat. Higher the stat, the better you'll be able to roll on things working with that stat. Your race will also give you bonuses, but we'll get to that in a moment.
Have you never played 5e before?
This
Nope.
would be his first session.
Awesome. Then put the 15 in wisdom. I'll tell you that right now.
As a
Yeah,
cleric,
I was so it's what were the so it was 15, 15.
No, 50. I will type it to you. Make it a little bit easier. So you can see it. Yes, meow. Hi. Yeah. You only have 115, by the way.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, sorry, that was.
You have a 15 and a 14, so you can make that your 14. If you're going to be an upfront fighter, con
15, 14,
is definitely a good thing. You want to give you more AC. I don't know what you're going to be doing as a cleric.
What do I want from them?
Picking locks. Expertise.
Stealthing. Lots of stealth by our forge cleric.
So you want that? Okay, that's your 13. Is that where you want your stats?
I'm pretty sure, right? I think that looks okay.
Alrighty, now you're going to be a dwarf, you said?
Yes.
We're going to throw the dwarf in there. Do note that is naturally going to give you, I believe it's a where are your stats?
I think it's 2 in wisdom and 2 in constitution.
No. You're going to get a 2 in plus 2 in constitution, bringing that up to a 15.
Oh.
And the plus 1 is going to be based on what style of dwarf you are. Do you know which subclass of dwarf you are, or subrace you are?
I think I was going to pick human. Or not human. What am I talking about? I was just reading that. I'm sorry. I was going to pick Hildorf.
Hildorf, okay. Easy enough. Hildorf. Hildorf is going to give your wisdom a plus 1. And you get a dwarven toughness, which every time you get an increase, every time you get hit points, you get plus 1 to your hit points. So you'll have 3 more hit points because you're a Hildorf.
Where do sorry about the dog. Where do I edit the race?
I already threw it in there.
Okay.
So all I need you to do, it should have put the extra features in. I'll do a check in a second. Go to your Constitution and change it from a 13 to a 15. And change your Wisdom from a 15 to a 16. Alrighty. Let me go down here and make sure you've got Dark Vision. You do not have Dwarven Toughness in here. Okay, so I'm going to have to write that down. Copy. Alrighty, so there's that. Alrighty, that gives you that. So as a cleric, as an acolyte, you took insight and religion because that's just what it gives you. You are a cleric, so you are going to choose 2 from the following list: history, insight, medicine, persuasion, or religion.
Say medicine and religion.
Alrighty, so you see these marks here? Put a check mark on it. You already are trained in religion, so you'll need to choose another one.
Oh, all right.
History or persuasion. You can also change the one you got from your acolyte background to take a skill that makes more sense, because you don't have to stick exactly with what the background gives you. You can edit it. So if you just want to take any other skill, because you take
I would just say
religion, perception. Okay, we'll give you perception. That is performance. That is persuasion. There we go. Okay, that gives us that. I always give players a starting feat as long as they're willing to work it into their background. Have you looked at feats at all?
Think so.
Any feats that you want to try taking?
No, I can't think of them off the top of my head. I don't know that much. So
Well, let me go through real quick.
I mean, it's a good general feat.
I can suggest Warcaster for a frontline cleric. That would make
That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure how useful it was on a cleric. I know it's very useful on a cast or sorcerer or wizard.
Yeah, and it's very useful on a paladin too. So what that feat does is it allows you to, whenever you're casting certain spells, they require your concentration. And while you're concentrating on those spells, they're in effect. But if you get hit or some other thing happens, you could drop your concentration.
So
and
that
then
helps you
yeah,
prevent dropping your
it
concentration.
helps, exactly. It gives you advantage on those rolls. So it helps keep spells up and operational.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Another good suggestion is
makes sense
Crusher.
with the character.
If you're going to beat the hell out of things, you get an increase to your stats. As well, you're allowed to try to move people around with it. And if you crit, you get to aid. You get to give your allies advantage. That one could be fun.
I think for what the character is, I think the Warcaster makes the most sense.
Okay, that works for me. Easy enough. Just make sure you work into your backstory when you start thinking about what you want their actual backstory to be. So let's throw Warcaster on there. Okay, that has Warcaster. Does Warcaster give a bonus to... No. Okay, cool. Okay, Cleric. You are getting your starting equipment. Would you like a mace or a warhammer? Actually, are you proficient with a warhammer? You can also switch to heavy armor, and you get smith tools. So cool, you have heavy armor somewhere. Okay, so heavy armor and smith tools. Warhammer. Is Warhammer martial or... You will not be able to use the Warhammer. Oh, nope. Specifically, you can use the Warhammer. So you want the Warhammer as your main weapon?
Yes, please.
Do note that it is a versatile weapon, so you can do it with one hand or with two. So it depends on what you want to do. So we will.
So, say I could put my shield on my back for a while and go two-handed with it.
Yes, if you do that,
it's a 1d8 and then it goes to a 1d10, right?
Yes, it increases the die of damage. Here is your choice of armor. You may choose the light armor, leather armor, the medium armor, scale mail, or a heavy armor, chain mail. As a dwarf, heavy armor is probably your thing.
Chain mail.
Yeah, because aren't dwarfs not affected by the weight of their armor? They have 25 movement, but I thought they weren't affected by armor.
They have something to do with speed. Here we go. Your speed is not reduced by wearing heavy armor. So yeah.
Okay.
So you want the chainmail?
Yes, please.
Do note that will not have your dexterity won't be added in. You will to your AC. You'll just be relying on your armor's DC.
So you could, dump your dex down a little if you needed to, and pump up something else. Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to switch the dex for the charisma.
Works for me. Do note that if you're out of your armor, if you're trying to throw something at somebody, dex. If you're trying to use a bow, that is a dex roll, but you could just take a javelin, yeet it at people, which goes off of strength. So you still have ranged stuff. Okay, would you like a light crossbow or a choice of any simple weapon? If you're dumping your dex,
a simple weapon.
Oh
yeah. Dwarf's hucking javelin sounds awesome.
Javelin.
And since it is a ranged weapon, I will give. How much is a javelin?
Doesn't matter if you hit it or not. It just looks cool in the process. I threw it and then I missed.
Lightning jab.
I shot and I missed.
I threw another one and then it missed.
A javelin is worth silver pieces, so I am going to give you a couple javelins. just because they're ranged weapons, I will give you 5 javelins.
The javelin, I mean, is also a makeshift spear in a terrible situation, but I mean,
I
pick
don't
'em
think you
back
can
up.
actually use the javelin as a. Oh no, you can use it as a melee weapon.
Yeah.
It's
Is
just
it,
a crap one.
is it good? Yeah.
It's
It's
decent.
one-handed.
You have a choice of a priest pack or an explorer's pack.
The priest pack comes with the holy symbol, doesn't it?
You already get a holy symbol.
I'll take the explorer's pack.
Yeah.
I think the most ridiculous thing I
Explorer's
heard.
pack. You'll have to figure out what is in that later. You also naturally start with a shield. I4E, come on. And then you have your holy symbol. So, do you actually have a god in mind that you wish to worship?
Yeah,
Gain your
Maradra.
powers from. Maradrin, who is that? Is that the Faerun forge god?
Moradin or
Moradin. Okay, I don't know how to
yeah,
pronounce it yet.
it's a dwarven badass overfather god.
Wow, you're on first name basis, huh, Roderick?
Alrighty, would you go ahead and you see at the chat where all the roles are? Can you see that for me? Top right, go to the chat bubbles.
Yes.
If you see at the bottom, there's a chat box.
Yes.
Type in there /r space 2d8. We're gonna roll for your health. Why am I at the top of this? Go down, please. Okay, since you rolled under your half, you're gonna get more HP. Because the way I do HP is you roll it, and if you get under half +1, you instead get the higher one. So since you
Okay.
rolled a 3, you are instead going to get 5 on both of those dies, which means you're going to get 10 rolled. You max your first level die, bringing you to 18. You get +1 for being a hill dwarf, bringing you to 21. Then you add your con of 6, which means you'll have 27 max HP right now.
Nice.
Ooh, beefy boy.
Alrighty.
Dog, get off the bed. Go.
As a cleric, how many spells do you have? You are going to choose 3 spells from the cleric cantrip list. Do you know that list?
Not off the top of my head. I can pull it up really quick. I know. I think
I'm just messaging you it because I have a
Um,
website I do for this. Click that for me. If you want to be Healy, Spare the Dying is very good. It stops people from having to make death saves if you go potent, which can stop people from dying, so very helpful. Mending would be a good spell for anybody working at the forge because you can repair
that's
things.
I remember that one seemed really cool. What was this one?
Does that
A damage
And then
one
I was
might be
also
good.
thinking
Toll of the
Sacred
Dead?
Flame.
Toll of the Dead or Sacred Flame would both be good ones. Those are the most common ones I see.
Bong.
Guidance is also another one, but having a damaging cantrip might be a good idea. Out of your 3.
Cool.
So you wanted Mending.
So wait, what was the other one that you said? Spare the Dying?
Spare the Dying's
Touch a living
good.
creature that has 0 hit points. Oh yeah, 100%.
So when your party goes down, you run over, use your action, slap them on the ass, and they don't die.
Yeah, they wake up and they're
They don't wake up. They just aren't dying.
stable.
Yeah. So spare the dying, and did you want Sacred Flame or do you want one of the other damaging ones? Because there are a couple.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame is a good one.
It just makes the most sense to me with the character though too.
Works for me. Now, as a cleric, you have how many spells can you prepare right now? If you're a 3rd level cleric, you have 4 first. You can 6 spells. Okay, so you can prep 6 cleric spells of levels 1 or 2. If you go through top of that list, you can pick them out. Any 6. Every long rest, you can change them. We're just going for the short version.
First level spells
or second level, because you have
second level.
four slots you can use. Every time you prepared slots is what you can cast from. You have 4 first level slots, so you use a slot, and that is one of your spells. One time you can use any of your first level spells.
So in a way, can I change all, like, is these are the ones that I'm laying, or these are the ones that I can just change through preparation?
You can change them at prep, if I remember clerics right.
Yeah,
Because I believe at the end of a long rest you can change yours. Yeah,
Okay.
you can change your list of prepared spells when you finish a long rest.
I'll take what's better, healing word or cure wounds?
They're both good. Cure Wounds is the stronger of the two, but it takes an action. Healing Word you can do at a distance as a bonus action. So you'll be able to cast Sacred Flame as it is a cantrip and Healing Word in the same turn.
Yeah, Healing Word's kind of broken. You want that.
Healing Word
I'll
is
probably
definitely
take,
a fun
healing
one.
word.
Or you can take both of them. You want Healing Word?
Healing word, bless.
Alrighty.
And how many did you say that I could pick?
You have a total of 6 level 1 or 2 spells. That is, you have 4 left.
Okay.
You also have a couple already picked based on your that are perma prepared that don't count against that list from being a Forge Cleric.
That's third level. That's like heat metal and
Second level.
second level. Oh, second level is
Mhm.
heat metal. Oh shit.
Damn.
That's one thing I really like. It just made so much sense with the character. I saw heat metal and I was like, yeah. Like I've heard
As a
so many
Forge
good
Cleric.
things about it.
As a Forge Cleric, you get heat metal naturally.
I know I can like buff armor and stuff. So,
Is Shield of Faith pretty good for clerics? Or
I'd say spiritual weapon is another one I'd want to pick.
Spiritual weapon's a lot of fun.
oh yeah,
That's spiritual focus. I want spiritual weapon. 3 more spells. Spiritual weapon's a level 2 spell.
Borrowed knowledge.
Borrowed knowledge. I've never heard of that one.
You
Fun.
draw on knowledge from spirits of the past. Choose one skill in which you lack proficiency. For the spell's duration, you have proficiency in the chosen skill.
What book is that from?
Ah,
Of course, it's Strixhaven, so I have to write it out naturally. Okay, give me a second.
divination.
Yeah, I was looking where it came from. Because I'm sitting here pulling them from my compendium, but I don't have the Strixhaven book.
I didn't even. So what's the official ruling on silvery barbs?
I'm fine with silvery barbs. I love it.
I also want to take prayer of healing.
Taking that.
Well, give me a second while I type these
Oh,
out.
sorry.
It's just easier because usually I can just drag and drop, but the spell I have to actually write out for you. Just because I'm faster at it. Okay, what was the next spell?
Was prayer of healing.
You do know you only have 2 level 2. Oh God, where is prayer?
You only have 2 level 2 spells.
You can choose as many you want, but you can only cast per day 2 unless you can find ways to get it back.
Okay.
Why is prayer of healing? Oh, because I'm stupid and spelled it wrong.
So it's like I can have multiple, but I can only cast 2 level 2
yeah.
spells.
Yeah, because you have 2 slots, and you can upcast level 1s into level 2.
And then that makes them more powerful, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
But you only have 2 of those slots. So right now you have
see
1,
those slots?
2, 3. You see the page I have you on right now? The one that has all
Yes.
your spells on it? You see at the top of each level it says, like for first level spells, it says 1 slots total, 4 remaining. It says you're empty, but you have them like that. It's based off your level. You will get more slots as you level up.
Okay. So
Right
right now I
now,
have
you have
2
1,
1
2.
slots and 2 2 slots.
You have 4 1 slots. You see how it says 4 slots total?
Yes. Okay.
You'll be able to
4
cast
slots
4 per
remaining.
day.
Okay.
Yeah.
then
And this
heat
isn't
metal,
the
magic
number of
weapon.
spells you have prepared, it's just how many times you can cast that spell. Cast a spell from that list. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have one more spell you can prepare.
I don't know. I think this is a vote on what other people think would be good at this point.
Cure Wounds is always fun.
Shield of Faith, maybe?
Shield of Faith is a good one. Inflict Wounds can hurt. Shield of Faith will keep you alive. I like that. Bane can be fun.
I like the flame range, but I think I'm gonna more focus on melee and be like up front, but then also at the same time like supporting like because if I'm gonna be buffing other people at the same time, I'm gonna still be benefiting off of it. So it's like that point. Like Shield of Faith is a good one. I think that's the one that yeah.
Like
no,
+2 AC. Yeah.
Yeah, +2 AC. That's really
Another spell that I always like suggesting is Inflict Wounds, especially if you're going to be up in people's faces. It's a level 1 spell. Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit, they'll take 3d10 damage.
Nice.
You can blow people up with that spell.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing melee, but I'm not gonna be the main source of damage. I feel like I'm gonna be more of like a distraction kind of. I'm gonna be a meat shield, I'm not gonna. And then the Shield of Faith, just if someone needs it, like. And then there's other ways I can buff my own AC, and then also like other people's weapons and stuff, like even before like a fight, like throughout the day.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I really like the idea of the characters, that they're really tanky but very supporty at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep, works for me. I just wanted to give advice. That is all 6 of your spells. That is that. You have your weapons. What does an acolyte start with?
Yeah, I didn't know Inflict Wounds was so good. 3 die 10.
Yeah, I like Inflicted. That's only for the level 1 version of it. The clerics can fuck people up.
No shit.
I need you to choose 2 languages. Currently, you speak Common and Dwarvish. What other languages would you like to speak? I am looking for a list right now if you want me to. Do you want to speak common language, or do you want to speak a exotic language? You have 2 of them you can choose.
I was gonna think common languages, like 1 common, 1 exotic.
Okay, so you have Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, or Orc. Orc is the standard language. We're gonna take Orc. Okay, let's move you over here real quick.
I want to be able to talk shit to orcs.
Exactly.
Dwarf talking shit to an orc is too good.
Efficiency Orc. Then we have the exotic languages. We have Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, Infernal, Deep Speech, Primordial, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Deep Speech.
Deep Speech, the language of mind flayers and beholders.
Nice.
The one you want?
Yeah.
Deep Speech. Alrighty, that's on there. That's all your stuff. Acolyte starts with how much gold? 15. I need you to roll a quick... I need you to do /R5d4. You have 100 gold.
Cool.
Are there any items you would like to buy ahead of time?
Oh, you know what?
Non-magical.
Yeah. What is it? It's trying to think. What's the one spell that I have as a Forge Cleric to where
Oh, that's a good point. I need to look at your spells, see if there's any material cost you need.
yeah,
Identify will need 100 GP Pearl. You'll need to buy.
Yeah, that's the
That will
one thing
take-
I was thinking. But that would
there
take
was
up
another
all
one.
my gold, so I think I'll
Yeah.
wait on that one.
Nah,
I don't think I'm gonna buy anything right now.
there was another. To cast one of the spells you chose, there was something you needed. I remember seeing it. I think it's Borrowed Knowledge. Borrowed Knowledge,
there's
you
another
need
one
a
where
book
you need a
worth
certain amount
25
of
gold.
metal, a certain amount of gold pieces.
Yeah, specifically, I'm talking about Borrowed Knowledge, which you need a book worth 25 gold to cast.
Okay.
Do you want to buy
I think
that
I'll just
book?
save my money for now. No.
Okay, so that means you will not be able to cast that. Do you want to remove that spell from your prepared one? Because you just won't be able to cast
no,
it.
that makes sense. Yeah, I'll buy the book. Yeah, at least
Okay.
that's something. I'll have 75 gold.
Alrighty, that will bring you to 10 minus 20. That'll bring you to 90 gold. Okay, cool. Alrighty. You're brave. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get you involved in all this. Okay.
The
You
mist.
can always have him appear out of the mist.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so we're actually getting into the session. I'm sorry, you guys, for the wait. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. What's we'll figure out his name later. Our Forge Cleric's name.
Oh yeah, we will, Corey. I need you to grab a actual name and picture. I saw you had one initially.
Yeah, how do I change that?
Top right of your sheet, there's a X and there's the word edit. Can you see it? When you edit, you'll be able to change the name and put a picture on there. I'm going to send you a website right now that will let you make a token, which will be the one under the big picture.
Okay.
Because you see how there's two squares when you hit edit
Yeah.
that will let you. The top one is effectively your full image. You'll be able to see it whenever you open your sheet. The second one is for when I throw your ass on the map, which is usually the circular one. So before we... Damn, you got a name fast. Good job. Before we go on, what magic items did we give to Galax?
Longsword.
Y'all
Just the
gave
magic.
him the +1 longsword.
Yep.
Oh, and I guess I think he picked up the staff just to see if it was cursed. Yeah. Technically, it's in his hand.
Which we never did.
Okay.
So it's just
Right.
with y'all
Okay.
now.
Okay.
So where do y'all want to move the sword to?
I mean, I can use a longsword, but if Dragonette or someone else needs it,
Dragonette doesn't need it because she uses finesse weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anybody, it's probably Najee you throw that at.
Yeah, but I also think swords are more straightforward. Like, not losing, but
Wait,
people trying to
Najee?
be more heroic.
Because straight up, I think Najee's the only one that can actually use it.
Longsword?
Oh,
I mean, yeah, definitely give it to
yeah,
Najee.
go for it, man. Take it.
Yeah.
I think it's more funny.
Because Miss E can't use martials. I don't think Dragonette can use martials. I don't think Flint can use martial weapons. Bendar definitely can't use martials, and
Yeah, I
Grimnar
can.
can't use martial either.
I can make it a pack
Straight
weapon.
up, yeah, she's the only one that
Yeah.
can use it.
I can actually make a pack weapon.
Or you can throw it at.
How do I save this now?
But I mean, it's gonna be Najee's
use.
he's more melee. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know.
It is
Here.
saved naturally, so just close it. You should be good. So, yeah, you'll also now have that. You'll have the staff. I will have to actually figure out where I actually put all the information on those items.
Yeah. All right. Well,
We'll deal with that later. Probably should have written it down. All right, so you are standing around the magic circle. You'll have just dealt with those beasts. And fuck, it was a little bit of a rough one. Larry got beat up. Miss E got knocked out.
Mhm.
Najee took a little bit of a beating. But y'all managed to come out on top, and y'all got the things in the chest. How's the party feeling?
feeling good, especially
Also, y'all
now
are Cuba.
Missy's back up.
Thankfully.
That
It's
was kind of
one.
close. Yeah. Gotta watch each other's backs.
well, how do you feel about continuing on this hunt?
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, I'm good.
get these.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. Just give me one second, and then I take a little line of cocaine on my hand and just suck it up my nose. I'm ready.
Where did you get that again?
In honor
I just
of
found it.
our Shadow Kai friend.
Yeah, it's something from the mist. Huh? All right.
Brought it back.
But as y'all are standing there, getting ready to move, you see where Bendar's standing. The sigil on the ground that was inert moments ago starts to glow again.
Oh yeah, Bendar, you might want to move off of that before
Yeah.
it
I agree.
Sets off again, and we have to kill some more lobsters. And Larry, can you move off the thing?
There he goes over here. He's giving it a look. You see he draws his bow. He's ready to throw down.
Oh,
No need. We got everything we needed to get out of this place. I think
Yes.
we're going back the other way, right? We're retracing our steps. We'll have to ask Keepa whether he can lead us the other way. I think this is a dead end. Is that right, Keepa?
No, there's many doors.
Ah.
You can go
All
out the
right.
way you came, but it will lead to the same place.
well,
You went out and
you're leading us
scouted
to
the
the
village,
church,
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're going
Village
for
is
the village
nearby.
next, right? So Keepa, can find us the fastest way to the village, shortest way to the village, easiest way to the village. Pick any of those. Pick any of those words and fulfill that.
And as he's going to move around the circle, you see it starts shooting off magical bursts of energy and just kind of running into the mushrooms around y'all.
Oh,
Unstable magical
party was
portals. Gotta love it.
Well, should we get out of here?
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
So I guess we could
As
go
y'all are going to
investigate.
leave,
Yeah.
you see there's a loud cracking sound and then a shout. As you see something come tumbling out of the circle, and it goes inert again.
Well,
Fucking a dwarf just got thrown out of the circle.
Wow.
Damn, where the hell am I?
Who the hell are
Showed up out
you?
of nowhere.
Already an
Who are all you
action.
people?
he one of the dwarves from the Silver Dragon Temple.
I don't know. I was just sitting in the middle of a tavern just now, and
Oh,
out of
okay.
nowhere, just here.
Oh,
What,
I
so
think
what's
you
going
got
on?
consumed by the mists like we have. Well,
Well, I mean, it was foggy outside, but I didn't think it was a problem. I mean, that's kind of normal, but
welcome to Barovia, my friend. You're trapped
That's
here
right,
like
yeah.
us.
what do you
Grimnir,
mean by
as you-
trapped?
Yeah, kind of.
So,
Well,
so I was
yeah,
just drinking,
not
and
so
now
much-
I'm trapped in here. That's what.
Yeah,
What
it's
did I do?
not so much trapped as there's no way out.
Okay. How did I get myself into this?
It's a land
You,
surrounded
like
by
us,
mists.
we're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, damn, I thought I was in the right place. Well,
Grimnir,
I mean-
as you look around, you see, instead of the familiar sights of the overground, you feel you are deep under the earth. You see beautiful crystals sticking up out of the ground and these really bioluminescent mushrooms that look at just massive sizes, some standing taller than some buildings you've seen. Great works of just beauty in nature. Not really your thing, too much stone. But you also have this odd ragtag group of individuals. You've got a purple tiefling who has a lot of blood covering her waistline. There is a hooded, kind of tall, slender individual with a bow standing nearby her. The obvious sign of a wizard on that side. And a man full plated in well, not in full plate, but completely covered in heavy armors, I think. Are you in a medium, Najee?
It is a splint armor, which is heavy armor.
Okay, so yeah, you are in heavy armor.
Yep.
As well as two other sets of people. On the other side, there's a small kobold just kind of looking up over a plant, trying to see what's going on. And close to you, on the other side from everybody else, is a young woman, maybe around 20, with odd purple skin. Not the same shade as the tiefling, but as if she's had a lot of her pigments pulled out of her actual skin tone. And she is standing behind a skeleton who currently has a bow drawn and is facing you down. He hasn't fired, but you see a lot of cracks in the bones.
I'll call out. Stand down, Larry. I don't think we need to pickle this guy.
Why do you keep saying you want to pickle people? I don't have any pickles.
Why would you want to pickle anybody? That's a weird action all in itself.
I could turn you into pincushion, me and Larry, but we're not going to do that here. No need. It sounds like you're you're falling into the same situation we're all in.
I ain't got another choice. So, I mean, till then, I'll just follow suit. I don't know where we are. You know better than I do. You're the best chance I got.
Just know that we
If
are
you
the
would.
playthings of a certain count named Strahd.
What's that?
Vampire that sits
Yeah,
in
so-
a big castle far away.
Indeed.
Oh.
So yeah, we got here, stumbled through the mist into this town of Barovia, and we started encountering all sorts of strange things. Make me not believe my eyes anymore, but ghost children and phantasms and zombies and corpses and everything else you can imagine. And then we meet this Strahd von Zarevich, who's the count of this whole land, and yeah, he's not a good guy.
Hey, he's fine. For the
If you
most
swing
part.
your hammer hard enough at anything, you know, it'll fall apart soon enough. That's all.
Yeah,
that
ask
matters.
Najee. Ask Najee how that worked out.
It was fine.
See?
He got better.
I'm right.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh,
Yeah, and then he got you, Najee.
Threw me across the room. Seems he has some sort of healing
A
factor.
flick of a wrist, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we left that town and we encountered what would you call this thing we're chasing? This fiend who bakes children into pies.
Morgantha.
And we've been Morgantha, thank you, Lady Morgantha. We've been chasing her down for I don't know 3 days now.
Sounds like one of them books you give them kids.
Yes, it does. This whole land is every horror story you were ever told as a child.
Well, I was looking for more, and I didn't mean to find it just now. I was winding up to it, but I mean, here I am. So, damn.
Well, I suggest you
looks like you
stick
found you.
close. And
I
maybe
ain't
we
got
can
much
find
of
a
choice.
way
I
out.
don't know where I'm going around here.
Well, what's your name, friend?
Oh, forgot to even tell you. Grimmer
Grimmer
Stonebrow.
Stonebrow.
My name's Bindar Claven of Luskin.
Nice to meet you.
Well met.
I am Najee. Yep. Grimmer.
And I'm Dragonette, the half elf. I'm sorry, the wood elf archer.
Nah. Elves. Nah.
Oh yeah.
That's fine, but I'll cover your back when you need it most. So
That's all that really matters. I'll do the same.
Well, she may shoot you in the back. Like
Missy,
you
you
would.
wanna stop clawing your eyeballs out and long enough to introduce yourself?
oh yeah. I'm Missy. You'll get to know me, but I just have to say, like, how heavy is your armor? Cause I really want to hit that.
Say right now it's probably sitting around 105 pounds. It's not much. I
Ooh.
could put on more. I don't have a helmet with me right now, but
Oh, Missy has it's all right. Missy has a thing for small men. So
Sounds like you can handle my weight.
did you just call me small?
No, I didn't. That was Dragnet.
Elves.
You hear the small kobold over in the distance. I am Keeper. He's waving.
I don't want to hear from one of those things either. Those things are weird.
Wow.
Yeah, he was sitting on some statue when we met him, so
I've seen them in tunnels before. They can be mean in numbers.
Oh yes.
he seemed
Well,
to
we
help
got
us
hit
kill
a
the
village
others.
full of them.
So he's just here? You just follow you around or something? You just feed him?
He's like
actually, he's leading us.
yeah.
What?
He's like
Yeah,
some
man, the
minion to Dragonborn. guardian
What are
of
you
a
paying
temple.
it?
Keep it, not minion.
Well, I mean, if it lives down here, it probably knows best than us, but I
Yep.
don't know.
Seems to be some sort of different species of kobold from the rest. Hard to tell. And for now, they're gonna guide us towards our intended target.
Kipe is not from down here. Kipe is from Silvery Moon.
So wait, he's not even from here yet. He's guiding us.
Well, yes, I've been here for some time.
Oh,
By some
Okay.
time, he means like 1,000 years. So yeah, he's been here for a while. And over there, Miss Rose, you want to introduce yourself?
You see,
Larry?
Rose is currently casting spells on the very beaten up skeleton. Before y'all leave, she waves, but she is in the middle of an incantation.
come on, magic hands.
So anyway, it looks like Rose is busy, but Rose is our companion over there. She was a ghost before and now is something else. And she has her buddy Larry there, who's escorting. Larry doesn't say much.
All right.
You see the lower jaw kind of chitter, making this weird clacketing sound.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Can't bite through my armor, can it?
Mm,
Not
if we
unless
get
you ask
lucky.
it. Not unless you ask it real nice.
All right, then we're fine.
But you see, Grimir, this skeleton is actually kitted out pretty well. You see well-crafted short swords on either hip. The bow looks of a fine oak, and the armor doesn't look as beaten up as you usually see with creatures of this style.
Where'd you get this beat up old thing? Why is it wearing such nice gear?
She is still casting at the moment, so it doesn't actually say anything.
Anyway,
Well.
Rose takes pride in her work. I'll tell you that.
There's a lot of craftsmanship that went into it, so I'll appreciate it in that aspect.
All right, now that we've said
All
our
right.
well wishes and greetings and all that, shall we get going?
We should.
Mhm.
So, Kipo, which way should we go?
The village is that way. The door is a little stuck, but we should be able to get through it. Especially with our new strong friend. Him and Naji could probably get through relatively easily.
Very tired. It's been a long day.
Would you like to rest before continuing?
Yeah, this is fine.
This would be one of the safest places to do so. Once we get into the village, there may be beds, but there will be many kobolds.
Oh, then that'd be a good
Rest too
idea.
long and we'll
Rest here.
please acquire.
I need to wait off this drink before I try and move open a door. I just came flying out of a tunnel, somewhere out of nowhere, and here I am. But, figure it out.
Bendar will make his pack and lay out his bedroll and start, yeah, all that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we should long rest in here.
Oh, we're not gonna. Okay, I thought that was the point.
I don't know. It's like
I
the
got
more
the
we long rest, the further away,
organic,
the
yes.
Morganta may end up.
I got the
Yeah.
impression we couldn't risk any long rests without losing her.
Okay, we'll do
Mhm.
short rest.
I can go look, see if I can find her.
I thought
I'm
we
more
already did
likely
one,
to be
but
able to
yeah,
move through.
maybe.
No,
That
y'all
was
just took a short rest.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mhm.
All right, let's do that.
And instead of pushing in to take a look around, y'all asked him to identify one of the items. So he hasn't actually had time to go fully investigate the things out there.
Okay. Oh, I guess I could use that time to identify the staff.
Yeah, if y'all want to rest longer, it's up to y'all.
Because we're doing a short rest, right?
Y'all just finished a short rest.
Oh, okay. Then we're done.
That's when you all identified the longsword and all the other stuff, save for the staff.
Okay.
You want to use the longsword bender?
No, I mean if you can use it, use it. Yeah. It's just if you're not gonna use it, then I can make it a pack weapon, and then it gives me a little.
I'll use it for now.
Yeah, it's better. You hit things more.
So what are we doing? Are we waiting or going?
Go.
We're
We can go
going.
looking either way.
I think we're going.
I think we're going.
We're going.
We're going.
We're going.
You see Keepa string his bow over his shoulder, get down on all fours and start sprinting. He's actually pretty quick like that.
Ooh.
That's a first. I haven't seen something like that before.
It's all right. Let's see if we can't chase him down here and figure out where he's going.
Yep.
Big lizard.
But it takes a little bit of following, but there is, it seems, a long path that he seems to be running along that y'all are able to find relatively easily. Is there anything the party would like to do as y'all are moving along?
We asked
For 20
Dragonette,
minutes,
how
y'all
do
are
you
fine.
stealth?
What's that?
Dragonette, how are you always so quiet and stealthy? What? Any pointers?
Yeah, don't wear big clunky armor.
Oh, that's not happening.
And then pursue a life of sneaking into places that you shouldn't be to take things that you shouldn't have.
These
That
are
sounds
both.
about right.
These are
Yeah,
both.
that's how you. Let's say that's how you hone your skills. Is get caught every time you're not sneaky enough.
Or like he said earlier, you could be small, like me.
Let's say you are compact.
Thank
Dense.
you. I mean, mass for mass, you both are about the same size, right? Yeah.
As y'all move forward, eventually you do find Keepa standing before what looks like a large circular door made of stone. Grimar, you immediately see that this was made by very skilled craftsmen. It also looks very old.
Well then, it looks like it may be able to slide horizontally if we put enough force on it, but I don't see any kind of mechanism here.
Well, Keepa mentioned that with enough strength, we should be able to open this. Is this the door you were talking about, Keepa?
Yee. It used to slide open really easy, but it doesn't. It seems a little stuck now.
Guess we should
All right.
check and make sure it's not, trapped.
What did they use to slide it open?
Oh, there's a lever. He holds the lever out of his bag. It broke.
Where is the rest of the lever?
Over here.
Rose, can you mend that?
You see she walks over. Theoretically, but if it's in this state, I'd be more worried about the interiors. Look at the amount of rust on it. As she points out a little bit of shaft that's sticking out of the wall, you see a lot of rust has eaten through it.
Oh, good.
The acidity of the mushrooms in the area increasing the humidity and whatnot did a significant amount of damage to this doorway. It also seems to be a lot bigger of a door than the one y'all initially entered through. This one being about 15 feet tall.
Do you wish to prove your strength?
Is anyone going to help me push?
I could.
I'm guessing
Let's
Rose
get at
can't
it.
mend the lever.
That's what she was saying. She could, but she's worried about the interiors. If this bit is this bad, any gears that it's attached to would be in a similar state.
Gotcha.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay.
Might make it easier.
I can try it if you want.
Could just blast the
Give it a
door
shot.
open.
Hold it while
try
we're
to push
pushing.
it.
Won't know unless we try.
You see her take the lever from Keepa as Keepa goes over to try to help you guys. Keepa is kind of small, though. Can I get a strength check from whoever wants to be the main person opening the door? The other will give advantage due to health.
Francis,
I'll
go
roll
for it,
first.
drummer.
Is it rolling a d20?
No, if you go onto your sheet, you see where you put your ability scores. If you hover over the word above it, it will turn red. If you click it, it will roll.
Above ability scores? On strength? Oh.
Yep. See how it turns red?
Yep.
Fucking Grimir is starting to huff and puff. He's not really getting in there. And then Naji also gets in there together. You hear a grunt, and they start moving this massive slab of stone. You can hear metal gears snapping underneath the force of the two boys, just kind of muscling their way, getting this door open. It is not a quiet affair. Oh,
Or
that's
Grim.
louder than I thought. He used to be very quiet.
That was a lot more than I imagined. Why is this door so damn heavy?
Well, it used to be the main entrance into the gardens. Or the farm, anyway. We had to keep it protected.
Well, it was a well-made door. I'll give you that.
Mhm.
The dwarven made.
I think it was.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Well, that makes sense then.
The great dwarves of Erebor, I believe.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still around.
You could probably find more of them in these tunnels, or more of what they left.
It has been 1,000 years, though, or something of the sort. Maybe that's
I
just a
didn't
guess.
say they'd be alive.
Fair.
They also weren't the main people that lived here. It was just a gift made for the fort. It really was the fort. The fort was a gift to the order. Due to some help, I think they gave the dwarves with a dragon problem they were dealing with.
Was that much gold piled up here? To
Not
attract a
here,
dragon?
no. Oh no, that was at their home.
Oh, so they came here.
They came here to build the keep. Yes.
Do you know what happened to them?
Oh, I imagine they went home.
Maybe.
They weren't here when the keep was in full functionality. At least not as far as I know. I think there may have been one or two that had joined the order. I think I remember a dwarf by the name of Brynback.
I can't think of anyone that sounds familiar. Nothing that I've learned from the temples.
Keep it kind of shrugs. Apparently, it was a very long time ago. I don't think Brynback was a very particularly famous dwarf.
Well, as we go along, I'd like to inspect more. The good craftsmanship. I'll learn much just by being here.
There's a nod.
Oh,
Are you ready to keep moving?
Yeah.
I am.
And as y'all move along, y'all start to hear more and more things out in the darkness, things moving about, the sound of voices and speaking in Draconic. You think you may be approaching the village.
All right,
I
so
think we're getting close.
what's the plan here? We're gonna march in the front door or
I'll turn into Keepa. At some point in time, it seems to me we're going to have to be careful and go slowly and stealthily. When is that? Or are we there now?
Well, it depends on how you want to get in there.
Well, here's my first question. Do we want to get in there or do we want to get through there? In other words, is Morgantha here? Because if she's not here, then I don't know that we gain a lot from slaughtering a village of kobolds. No offense.
Well, if you're heading for the temple, you'll need to find the temple key. I imagine somebody in there has it, but I couldn't
Oh.
say where.
Is the kobold able to go and talk to his own and almost scout for us? Or has he not seen them in a long time?
Different breed. They seem to have come from elsewhere. They'll likely be suspicious of me, but I can probably move through the city, at least in non-important areas. But if anybody looks at me too hard, I might get in trouble.
It's up to you if you want to risk that or not. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I
I'm fine
agree.
running around. It just
And
might
we
take me
could-
some time.
Right, we could use the intel. So yes, go search through the village, see if you can't find out if Morgantha is there, and if she is, where.
I can do that, but it might take me several hours. What will you do in the meantime? Aren't you in a hurry?
Yeah, but I'm not in a hurry to be dead. So I don't know, like Bendar was saying, whether busting in the front door and bashing in heads is the best course of action. I mean, I can sneak around too, but I'm going to have to stay on the periphery. I can't go into the village itself.
Alrighty. And is it only this Morgantha person you're interested in?
Well, whoever they're also working with.
Well, with most kobold races like this, it's fair to say they're probably worshipping some kind of dragon. More likely from the steep as we are, it might be a gem variety or a chromatic that's wandered down here.
How
Mhm.
tough are they?
It depends on how old they are.
The older, the tougher?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn.
I mean, these
Based
kobolds.
on
How
what
long
I've
they've been down
seen,
here.
I don't know. I mean,
based on what I've seen, we might be able to take a young one. But any older, we'd have issues.
Eee.
Get ready to run, I see.
I think our best option is to either somehow work around the village or at least offer some level of appeasement to allow us through.
but we also need the
That might be
key.
a good idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd also need the key.
Is there a way we could? Well, we only need the key if Morgantha's in the temple, right?
Mhm.
So if Morgantha's not in the temple, we don't need the key, and we can bypass the whole place.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we try to sneak around the entire village? Is there a way around that can avoid the entire village itself, and then we can meet you on the other side? If there, in fact, Morgantha isn't here, then we can just keep going, and nobody in the village is any wiser.
I doubt it. This area was closed off. I think there was a escape tunnel, but that would just lead back up. We're not really connected to the underground tunnels down here.
So is the temple in the village or in a separate area?
On the edge,
Okay.
but the main entrance is off the main plaza.
So we have to go in to get to the temple.
Oh,
Yeah. If you wish to get into the temple, most likely.
How many kobolds are we talking about, Deepa?
I don't know. I've been with you.
So you haven't been to the village recently?
Well, no. I woke up and I was trying to get
Oh,
an
that's
idea
right.
of what was going at the front. And
Have you ever
then I
been
met
to
you
this
guys.
village?
Mm-hmm.
Have you met
Well,
the
they used to
ones
be the
here?
fortress. No, the kobolds took over in the generations that Korvac and I have been gone.
What do you know of these type of kobolds?
Oh, not much. I haven't had much time to study them. They seem a little addictive, though. I saw them brutalize one that tried to be nice to I think it was a wormling. Not like a dragon wormling, but just like a little wormling. It was trying to keep it as a pet, and they got super mad about it. Something about what was the word they used? Heretic. And then they beat him to death with sticks.
Wow.
Well,
Oh wow.
I should also point out that the ones that survived the encounter with you did run off down the hallway, and most likely have given your descriptions to those here in the village.
I think
Wow.
we go around. I don't think an appeasement's going to mean anything at this point.
That's what I was saying. I don't think there is going around. There's just kind of back.
Oh.
Mm.
So do we go through? In other words, is this a just gonna kick down the door and charge through this whole village?
How large is the village?
Not too terribly big. It's just a little fortress. Enough to hold a garrison.
Well,
Kobolds are smaller than normal, even by dwarf standards, so I think there's maybe even more in there than we had imagined. I don't think it's wise to try and punch through.
Oh, well, I can go take a look. But as I
Yeah.
said, it
Again,
will take me
that's
some
up
time
to you.
properly get a look around. You could go back into the farm and rest. If you are looking to fight your way in, you'll need to be rested up. We've been through a lot recently.
we don't have much choice, do we?
You have every choice.
I get your point, Najee. If we want to pursue Morgantha, this is our option.
And are you all in any conditions to tango? I think that's the word that gets used with this Morgantha individual. If you do find her,
Which is
No
kind of
idea.
why I suggested the rest earlier, but you know.
you hear from Rose. As I understand it, haven't you all already come into conflict with Miss Morgantha once?
Yep.
Not a full one.
How did it go? I wasn't around at that point.
She
Nothing
ran
right.
away. She ran away from us and fired a sleep spell at Clint and Eric.
Be right back. I'm going to go to the restroom real quick.
That's right. And then she fled off on her cart. So yeah, she was running from us, and she certainly had the ability to cast spells.
So, Strahd didn't actually just want us. He just wanted us to find out about her. So maybe, I mean, worst case scenario, if we don't want to take the village, we can come back later and form Strahd if we need, or go do something else.
Yeah. What is the something else?
I don't know. There's a lot of things.
I mean, can't we lockpick the temple?
It was protected by arcane magics last time. It'd be a very difficult pick. I'd be more worried about getting caught while you're picking it. But I can go look into all of that.
All right, yeah, let's send him out to scout, and then I don't know. We got to rest at some
Yeah.
point. So
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ben. So yes, Keepa, go scout out the village. Come back and meet us in the garden. What is it called? The garden, the farm, whatever the mushrooms and the magic circle were. Meet us there, and we'll be in the midst of a rest.
I'll go do that. Do you know how to get back in?
Just retrace our steps, right?
Mm-hmm. Good luck opening the door. I think it closed. And you see Kippa kind of scamper off into the dark. You'll lose track of him pretty quick.
All right. I guess we go back to rest for a bit.
Yeah, and even if we can't get into the farm, we can go and rest with Korbeck.
Rebecca and Nimona are both all the way back up, yeah?
Right.
All I've done is open a door since I've gotten here, so if you guys need to rest, you need to rest. I can't stop you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Najee needs it more than anyone, I think.
It's yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I can recharge my
It's
spells.
not
So.
good to go into the unknown when you're not at your full strength.
Guys, how much have y'all fought so far? Last couple hours?
Yeah.
Kobolds, more kobolds,
Dragon
lobsters.
Statues,
giant angry lobsters.
lobsters.
Y'all were casting when y'all were trying to investigate as well, I believe.
Hmm.
Y'all have been through a lot.
Have any
Statues.
of you seen anything other than this dwarven door that's giving you an idea of where we are, or none at all?
None.
No. I haven't seen mushrooms like this ever. I know we're underground, but... So what are we eating when we rest?
I got some rations.
Hmm. Me too.
He's got some really good white powder.
Yeah. You want some? But I mean, yeah, you don't need to sleep, so I think you could have some if you want some.
Well,
Is
what white
Stony
kind of
Ghost-
powder are you talking about? The only
The kind
powders
that
I
makes her
know of are burning sage in the temple.
Oh, just try it. I like hold it out on
Do
the
you
back
burn
of
it?
my hand. No, you snort it. Snort it through your nose. Just
I don't know.
Bendar will go ahead and
just
grab
like
the
if you're
staff
smelling
and
a
I've got-
flower.
start examining it.
How do you feel about crawling on the ceiling for a while? That's what this will do.
Dragonette could
I'd
sleep on
rather
the
not be
ceiling now.
possessed today.
I have another option too, and I like hold out a mushroom.
Wait, is that the one that paralyzed or
Not paralyzed. This is fun time. This is
Are
magic.
you
mushroom.
trying to poison me?
No. I'm trying to give you a once in a lifetime experience. That's what I'm trying to give you.
You know the door is closing a little ways ahead of you. It's slow and you can hear it grinding. But if y'all rush, y'all can get through the door back into the farms.
Ah,
Yes.
damn it.
Run.
Ah.
Yep.
Are we going through?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, we're going through.
So a
Back.
lot of you rush back in. On one Kiva.
Well,
So if
As y'all's make y'all's way back in, you look around and you find your way back over to where it looked a little more comfortable, a little more open back near the circle. You also notice the lobsters are gone.
oh, weird.
There's also no blood on the ground from the fight.
Oh
And the
god, the
circle is
plants
starting
ate-
to glow again.
Oh god, the
Doesn't
plants
look
ate
as
them.
unstable, but it looks like it's activating again. Not like proper activation, but has the potential to reactivate.
So is that what the circle looks like right now? Are there like runes on the ground and stuff?
Yep.
Alright, am I able to go up and try and like
Ooh,
smash
don't
the runes on the ground?
don't
yeah,
do that.
it'll activate it.
It'll activate it, and then little critters are gonna pop in from wherever they came from and try to murder us like they did before.
Good to know.
So we'll just take
Is
watches
the
and
chest in the middle? The chest in the middle is that
Closed.
still open? It's closed.
Do you think the chest is causing the circle?
No, I'm wondering if this whole place is reset, whether the loot in the chest is also reset.
Did you already open the chest?
Yep.
It was definitely closed when we left.
It just seems too good to be true. It's
Yep.
a chest.
Well,
a
no,
big
I'm
old
not,
chest in the middle of a circle. I don't
Yep.
trust it.
So you shouldn't trust it because it'll probably be empty.
all right. So should we set up camp and then take watches?
Well, I'm most rested up, so I'll take watch.
Yeah, and yep.
And I'll go ahead and well, Bendar will go ahead and identify the staff. Possible.
Alrighty. You can. Is there anything else the party would like to do? You see Rose has gone over here to relax. She's resting against one of the large stems of the mushroom. Her eyes just kind of on the magic circle as if she's trying to pry its secrets by trying to stare it down.
Dragonette is going to put the giant crystal in between her and the circle. So,
Fair.
relaxing.
I'm gonna find a squishy, soft mushroom if there is like one big one I can lay on and start sort of mending like the huge like gash in my abdomen area.
While Bendar is examining staff, he says, "Hey, what if we were to I don't know, if this was the last resort, we'd maybe lure the kobolds to this circle and then have whatever summons kill them."
That is a great idea.
Do you think we could also get Strahd?
Well, I think Strahd would probably kill anything that comes through there, unless it's a Baylor or something.
Right.
Nice try.
No, I'm desperate.
What do we have in our possessions? The village. It's flammable, maybe.
Flammable villages.
Like I said, there's a window in the temple. Just climb in through some glass windows, or I don't know, break down through a wall.
Set up some area of difficult terrain, kill zone. Could set up the battlefield before we engage them, just in case. I prefer
Before
diplomacy
we
over
engage
that.
any combat, who here do you think has who here has the weakest armor out of everyone?
Bendar, I would assume.
I got
Okay, well,
studded leather.
And then
Oh,
you have
well,
Bruce
then
who doesn't
we're the
actually
same.
wear armor.
before any of this happens, I wanna work on your armor and make sure it's nice and tightened up for a fight.
And what about Miss E's armor?
I mean, I don't really want to change it. I mean, look at me. Gorgeous.
Wait, what do you
this
mean
is an
change
enhancement.
it? You can, huh? What, can you make it like breastplate or something?
No, I'd be able to bless the armor before a fight.
Oh, I see.
Make sure
Well,
it's nice and sturdy, tune
Oh,
it up, and polish it.
gotcha.
oh.
Well, Najee or Dragonette or Missy. Well, three of us,
Yeah,
Dragonette, we're kind of like ranged people.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Miss E would benefit from that the most. She's willing to let you take a look at her armor. She's willing to take her armor off for you.
That's up to you.
I definitely do. And I try to make as much a show about it as I can, doing it all slow and sexy, and then I hand it to you and I'm like, yeah, I have some leather polish of my own, but if you have yours, that'd be great too.
Good thing. Usually when armor glows when you're blessing it, it's not just because it's holy. It gets really hot, so it's good you took it off.
Ooh, well, I have resistance to fire damage, so you can get hot with me anytime.
I don't know about that.
Honest
Sorry.
man and honest work.
Oh, I sigh in disappointment once again. I tried.
Never easy, is it?
Not in this place. I'm definitely not used to it.
Look, miss, I'm from Temples, and I'm just a traveling smith. I don't know much around whatever's going on or whatever you're saying. So, I'll work on your armor, if that's fine.
Yeah, I'll leave you be. I walk
Missy.
away.
Yep, Missy struck out again.
Oh no.
I look a little deflated.
Oh man.
Bendar's just
Fine.
meditating and holding the staff, trying to figure it out.
Wonder what it is. Some sort of snake snap. Snake snap. What do you think, Dragonhead? How are we getting through this village?
Yeah,
Interesting.
no, I have no idea what the right way is unless we can. So I would imagine that there are going to be a lot of kobolds in there for exactly the same reason that Grimir mentioned. That they're little and they can cram into these places pretty densely. So if we're fighting a lot of them, then what we want to do is funnel them.
Choke points, yes. Maybe lay down a
So
bunch of
maybe
grease, and then
we could funnel them into one particular location so that you don't have 15 attacking you at once, but maybe just 2 or 3. And that'll allow the rest of us to mow them down.
yeah,
Like
Worst-
from the tunnel, maybe?
something
Lure
like that.
them. Yeah.
In
How
worst
far
case
does your grease
scenario, we
spell
could
go,
throw a
Ruben?
couple of torches in the oil field. Like I could lay down a couple of those, maybe 1, 2, 3, get a good area, and then once they pack in or something, we could just blaze them.
Could you post the spell? I want to see what it is.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
What if Kipa finds the key?
We still can't walk through the village. The second we step, there's no way around, that Keepa said anyway.
Well, he said he may not know.
Wow,
So
yeah, good point.
He may have gotten better reception than we imagine. But we'll know once he gets back.
Mm-hmm.
It's best not to assume.
Unless the temple's on the outskirts of the town.
I wonder what their hierarchy is like. I should have asked him before he left. We may have been able to challenge one to, or work around whatever their situation is. I don't know how they work.
Yeah, definitely want to try diplomacy, but we could set up something just in case that fails, and then we can fall back on our battle plans.
So he
Did you
said you
pick up
beat some of them earlier and they ran away. What was
Yeah.
that about?
So when we first entered this temple, because we're all still in a temple, when we first entered this temple, we came across a kobold and a drake, and we tried to communicate with them, but there was none of us spoke Draconic, and they didn't speak anything but kill us. So we started fighting them, and we killed almost all of them, but the last 1 or 2 ran away. So in the process of chasing them down, we came across a couple of statues that roared to life and tried to murder us, and then we came across Keepa and a very large dragonborn named Korvac. And then we came here into this room. So yeah, we've encountered these kobolds before. They like to use arrows to. That's the other problem, is that
How
we'll
well
need
made
somewhere
are their
that's-
arrows? Are they simple stick arrows, or is there anything mustard behind what they're making?
there was nothing other than stick arrows, but they were enough to do damage to us, especially in large numbers.
Not me.
So that's my other concern, is that we can funnel them, but we also need to do so from cover. We need to
Well, I
draw.
have my
we need to draw
shield,
them in.
so
Yeah.
I'm more than well enough to take the front line. If they do end up flooding through the door, what's our next point of action? I see this crystal here.
Oh, is that going to be our choke point? Is the door, right?
I think we need multiple if they get past the door.
Right.
Mhm.
And then that's what I was thinking is like, I mean, just you could run on the other side of this circle and then see if they run through or something. Or just activate it and then run, right? Let them fight it out.
Exactly.
Now,
Okay,
where
well,
the
there's
elf
a-
is standing, I have rope. We can put it through there, and I don't think the kobolds will be smart enough to see it. We can almost use it as an invisible wall to them. They may get through it eventually. There's too many, though.
The other challenge we might have is that the kobolds may decide to stay exactly where they are and just fight from their village.
Fortress, yes.
I don't think they will. You've angered them enough.
Hmm.
If anything, it's better that they're angry now than later, and we're not there. If we can pull them into here, worst case scenario, there are too many of them. Like someone said earlier, we can pull them into the circle. You said all this mumbo jumbo goes on, and we can see how that goes.
Is there a back door to this room?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
keep
went
her-
through another door.
Yeah, Keepa said there were multiple doors into this room.
Okay.
Have you been through each one of these doors yet?
No, Keepa said they all go the same place, though.
Where was that?
Back to the same hallway that leads back to where we came in.
So they just loop around.
That's my understanding, although we haven't been in them.
I think before we do anything with the kobold situation, I think we should go inspect these rooms and see if there may be any storage rooms or useful resources throughout these hallways. They wouldn't be there for no reason.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. It's just gonna take time. Keep us out right now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could go scout. Like we could finish resting up, go scout out those tunnels. Like when he's back with us, and then we could, when he comes back, he'll have more information. So
No, we definitely need to wait for him.
yeah,
His information is going to be, I think, what we make our decision off of.
Hmm. Well, CC, what you got for us?
As y'all are talking with each other, you'll hear Rose over in the corner. She is casting a spell of some kind. After a few moments, you'll see something small poke its head out from behind the grass she's sitting in.
another
Mhm.
minion, huh?
What's going on over there?
As you'll see, a kobold head, a skeleton head, skull has popped up over the grass.
Ooh.
Rose has a new friend.
It's been some hours into the rest at this point. She's been over there working for a bit.
See, I named Larry, so you can. If Rose doesn't have one already, you get to name the kobold skeleton.
So you're telling me someone's going to name that thing?
Yeah, well, I named Larry.
It's Boner.
Done, done, and done. Thank you. Thank you. I knew you would come through for the team.
Oh dear. Nice.
Make sure you let Rose know when you talk to her that we've named her companion before she had a chance to.
Yeah, I'll walk over there and just say, Hey Rose, I think I'm gonna call this new one Boner.
Why?
Well, it's made out of bone, and it's nice and hard like boners.
She kind of gives you a blank stare, a little confused.
I explain what it is. Well, at least for like humanoid creatures.
So, like the things you keep taking?
Yes.
Does that mean you're gonna try to steal the kobold?
No, no, not this one. This is our friend.
Oh, I think he lost his when I cut off his flesh.
I imagine so.
The knife dragonette game is actually really good for it. You just have to take your time with it.
You're learning the ways.
The ways of what?
You know, just filleting
Filleting?
and
Like
cutting
a
up.
fish?
Yeah, yeah. Cleaning the bones.
Mhm. It makes them easier to resurrect. Otherwise, there's a chance they turn into zombies. I'm not a fan of the smell of zombies, if I'm honest.
Oh, me either. I really appreciate your bone use.
Well, they could be useful as they're devilishly hard to take down. Zombies can just keep trucking and trucking and trucking. But I find the dexterousness of the skeletons a little more useful.
We'll definitely take what we can get.
She nods. Unfortunately, I don't have good equipment for them. Just the sling and daggers that they dropped.
Well, I guess that'll have to do for now.
If I can find some more gear for them, that'd be helpful. But I'm not going to rush it.
Hopefully
And
we
you think
find
something's
some.
better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
She kind of nods. I hope I'm not spooking all too much with all the skellies.
You don't spook me at all. It's quite fun to see your creations come to life a little bit. Everyone else seems to be okay with it too. So don't fret.
Alrighty. She looks down and the kobold just kind of tilts its head at you.
I go see little guy, and I go walk back to whatever mushroom I was on,
Alrighty.
and just chill.
Has
Nice.
Bindar figured out what the staff's done so far?
Yeah, by this time you're done. That is a staff of Python.
I'll look it up.
Flint would like that.
Well, not Bendar.
Specifically, it needs to be attuned to a cleric, a druid, or a warlock. You can use the action to speak its command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you. The staff will then become a giant constrictor snake that acts under your control and has its own initiative count. By using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you can turn it back into the staff. Once on your turn, you can mentally command the snake if it's within 60 feet of you and you are not incapacitated. You decide what action the snake takes and where it moves during its next turn, or you can issue general commands such as attack your enemy or guard this location. If the snake is reduced to 0 hit points, it dies and reverts to its staff form. The staff then shatters and is destroyed. If the snake reverts to staff form before losing all its hit points, it regains all of the hit points.
And so when it's low on hit points, can you mentally command it to turn back into the staff?
As a bonus action, yes.
Okay. Um,
But
I
then
mean,
it'll be out. It'll just kind of lay in there.
Gotcha. I mean, I could attune to it because I do have a warlock class, but unless anyone else feels like it's more useful for them.
Well, the only other person who might be able to use it would be Flint, but I mean, he has Slushy, but I didn't know whether he could use the snake.
Or Grimir.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So yeah, either way, because that will allow basically give us another summon, so or another body. So whoever wants to attune to it,
not a weak one.
I would.
We were going to funnel the kobolds. That'd be really effective. It's a giant constrictor. It would be able to incapacitate, I would think, multiple kobolds based on its size.
And then when it gets low on health, just turn it back to the staff. So it doesn't break,
Yeah.
I actually don't think it should be a frontline thing. I think how if we were going to be doing the multiple chokeholds, it would be the perfect thing to lock down one or two that made it through.
Yep. All right, so who wants to attune to it? No sense in it being not used.
Stick.
Yeah, I'll do it. Because, I mean, I got nothing better to do.
Okay.
Who's using it?
Bendar, yeah.
Bendar. Alrighty. Do you want to choose a picture for it, or should I?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay, so y'all will have to give me a minute then.
Or I can hunt one down.
Excuse me.
Snack.
Y'all can feel free to continue talking while I try to get this ready for y'all.
How am I able to? Because I see on some of people's profile. Do I just like include that on my name? Because like on the main screen, I see like AC and. What's
Yeah,
the
if you put
KPP?
AC, that's passive perception.
Ah.
Just makes it a bit easier to.
Perception is based off your wisdom.
Yes, it's based off your skill. It's effectively 10 plus whatever your wisdom skill is. Not your wisdom, your perception skill is.
Oh, 10 plus? Okay.
Yeah. So if you have a perception of 3 plus 3 to your roll, you'll have a 13 passive.
Yeah, so 16 wisdom, the plus 3 modifier.
You can just look at your skills. It says it in there.
Oh, it says 5 perception. Cool.
Okay.
No, I was just thinking if that was like, because like I still see like, well, my character doesn't have the name, but like.
Yeah, no. If you go to top right, there's a cogwheel where you can go back. You can change your username.
Ah, thank you.
That's what they're using.
So you said my passive perception 30.
It also says it under your stats.
Nice.
There we go. The snake should now be seen by a window. And I can also let y'all see Rose's Cobalt. All players. Y'all know him, so I can put y'all so you can see him as well.
Honestly, just don't mind if that's still.
So, what's the party up to at the moment?
Oh, if everybody's on a long rest and I'm still on watch, that's what I'd be doing.
Are you just taking the entire rest? Because eventually you will need to sleep.
Well, you said that.
I'd probably take the back end of it at that point.
Yeah, we should expect Keepa back in 2 hours, and then we can make a decision about whether we continue resting for the remainder of the 6 or whether we do
I
something
do.
else.
I will remind you that what Kifa said is he will be back in several hours, not 2.
Oh, right. Yeah, but we're
Several.
long
Yeah, no,
resting.
so-
Yeah,
It could be 3 hours. It could be 13 hours.
exactly. So we're
If
hanging
he
out
ends
until
up
then.
not coming back, that's actually something that we didn't explain. If he doesn't come back, what do we do?
Well, we'll worry about if he doesn't come back after a long rest, then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Bukudamar, as you're resting, you see the girl over there start to relax and just kind of go stiff as a board for a little bit. Her eyes never closing. She's just leaning against, looking with this kind of dead gaze. She looks a lot like a corpse. She's not, you can't see her chest moving. She's not twitching. You don't see her eyes glancing around. It's dead stare. She has 2 skeletons watching over her. One a large humanoid, the other a small kobold. How do you feel about that?
Who's watching that?
Yeah, this is you seeing a Grimier.
No, wait. Watching again? Sorry.
As you're watching, you're keeping watch over the area. Everybody else is kind of laying down. You see the elf doing the stupid elf trance thing. But the
Just
girl
sitting
on the other side that's sitting under the mushroom over there, you see she kind of leans back at some point and just stops moving. You don't see her chest moving. Her eyes are just dead fixed on something. She doesn't twitch. She's not doing anything. She looks like a corpse.
Want to go over and check it out, just make sure everything's good.
You walk over there. Both skeletons look over at you.
Are they on guard? Or like...
They do seem to be looking out over her.
do
They don't
move at
draw
all when I
weapons as
walk
you
towards her?
approach. No, they don't.
Okay.
They look at you, but they don't draw their weapons.
Settle down, Bones. I'm just checking, see if she's fine.
Of course I'm fine. Is there something wrong? She turns and looks at you. It's eerie seeing, even as you got closer, she looked like a corpse. And just suddenly starts moving again.
You're sitting here over looking like a statue on the floor. You sure you're fine?
Well, definition of fine, I suppose. But it does seem that people are unnerved by the way I sleep. Is sleep even the word for it? I get rested simply by not moving.
Well,
Something about my condition after I came back.
sounds kind of more plant-like. So you need to sit down and rest. Then I won't bother you. Now that I know, still not comfortable with it, but I'll try
If
not to
you'd like,
stare.
I can put a sheet or my blanket over my head. That seemed to make people more comfortable before.
That's up to you. That's not up to me.
She shrugs and puts it over. It looks like, you know how some people, when you're rolling a corpse out, they'll put the blanket over their head so they can give them respect and what? That's exactly what that looks like.
Take it off. You look like a sack of rocks.
That's something I've never been called for. Called in general. Would
It's
that
not
be
an
a good
insult.
thing
It's
as
common
you're
around dwarves.
based on the lore I've heard about the dwarves? Aren't you very much into the rocks?
More ores.
Oh,
Rocks
what
can't be
kind of
used for
ores?
much.
I thought the dwarves were great stoneworkers, aren't they?
They are. Me personally, I know about it, but I don't. That's not my craft.
Oh, what is your craft?
Masonry is not my thing. I enjoy the forge.
I have never been to a forge.
Oh, anything is like a forge. You put something in and you get something out. Just depends on you to make it better or not.
Well, I can make things better through magic, I suppose.
You
These
forge
were just
corpses,
a
I
simple.
forge metal.
I'm not sure if forging would be the right word for it, but I suppose it's a way you can look at it. When I first regained this one, she gestures to the humanoid one, he was but a skull with only half a jaw. Now he has a full body and gear. That's
Is it
kind of
his
like
whole
forging
body?
it. Define his. He, as in the original soul that owned the body, is no longer present. He's animated by my magics.
Is
But
that
is a
all one
recreation.
skeleton
Yes. It
from multiple
recreated.
people or one?
No, when I reanimated him, the magics replaced the bones that he had lost. Should
Oh.
he be broken down again, and I am able to recover at least a shard, I will be able to repair him.
Oh, he's just like forging then.
Just with magic, I think.
I
The
don't
soul
think
leaves an
that's
imprint on the
necessarily
body.
dead. Bone and metal are very similar in ways.
How so?
They can both snap. Just have to hit it hard enough.
So can people.
Exactly.
You push them too hard, and things can get. You see, she kind of looks away and starts rubbing her right wrist, kind of almost as if absent-mindedly.
Ah. If I pried into anything too deep,
Hmm?
I apologize.
What? Oh, I apologize. What were you saying? Her
Nothing.
focus comes back onto you.
I should probably head back to watch. It's good to
Oh,
know that you're okay. You
okay.
sleep like a statue. That's something you need to figure out at some point, though. You need to get that looked at.
I think it's part of my condition of coming back. At least, I think that's how Vendar explained it. Maybe. I don't really remember. Everything's a little foggy. It
Well,
kind of goes quiet
first
as you
night you
leave,
get
though.
a first night's sleep, let me know.
I don't think I can sleep. At least not the way I used to.
Eventually you might. Who knows?
Maybe.
At that
She
point
just
I want
kind
to go back to watch, yeah.
She falls into an uneasy silence as you walk away. But after a few hours later, who are you going to wake up for the other half of the shift? You do see Dragonette is starting to move again.
That was the right answer, by the way. As an elf, I only need to trance out for 4 hours. Now I'm up. And,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Why I said that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'd
so-
probably just go up to Dragonette. Let haven't seen anything yet. The one over there. That's an
were
odd
you?
one.
Yeah, were you watching Rose sleep? I'm so sorry about that.
That's the first.
That's freaky. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to get that looked at.
Well, yeah, she'll be just fine. It's just her thing. I guess that happens when you die and then your spirit occupies a new body.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's nobody's thing.
Right. Right.
But haven't seen anything. You're the first one I saw moving. It's your turn to watch, Elf.
I
We'll
got
sit
it.
down over a little bit. If I take a nap, I take a nap. If I don't, I don't. Yeah,
What's
I'm
Dragon
gonna
up
go to
to?
the restroom real quick. Be right back.
I'm dragging it. She's just gonna walk laps around the outside, just looking out for anything that might be there. Always keeping an eye out for Keepa to see when he's and if he's coming back.
As you're walking around, you hear a snap behind you. Or
Is
just
that
something
a-
got stepped on, like right behind you.
All right, is that a Keepa snap or a something else snap?
Too big.
Big snap. All right, well, whip around, check it out.
There's a skeleton behind you. It'd be the one you call Larry.
Oh, great. Larry, what's going on, man? Is he just looking around?
He seems to be following you for the moment.
Oh, that's
As
absolutely.
soon as you step somewhere, he follows. You
With
have a
that?
skeleton. You have a skeleton shadow now.
That's fine with me. He converses exactly the amount that I appreciate.
He stays quiet as he doesn't have vocal cords. You hear his teeth kind of chitter from time to time. That's about it. He just doesn't
Larry,
relax with her.
if all conversations could just be like this.
He turns and looks at you a little confused. It's about the time everybody else is starting to wake back up that Kifa finally wanders back in.
Is there
Oh.
any semblance of like time of day that we know being underground or no?
It has not changed.
You can't
Several
tell any
hours
difference in,
ago,
like,
it looks exactly the same.
you can't tell any difference in like the floor if it's like glowing brighter or not, or
Nope, it's the exact same. Some of it kind of shifts a little bit, but
damn.
you have no idea what that means.
In
Is
reality,
everybody
though,
all
like
right?
I hate not knowing what time it is. That sucks. Like when you do not have the availability for it, I hate it.
Fair.
Alive and awake.
I'm not saying in this. No, I'm just saying like. Sorry.
So good. Keeper, what did you find out?
I found out many things. It seems that the kobolds here have found several dragon eggs that they are hoping to awaken soon.
Get.
Huh.
You see what color the eggs were?
And they're currently in the middle of a pond. I couldn't get close enough to see.
Well, if they're in water, most eggs, I would think the hotter you get them, the better they'll do. But if they're in water, that's an unusual type of dragon.
Perhaps. I also didn't check the heat of the water. It was in the central square. They seem to be keeping an eye on it.
Do you know of saunas in this area? Or of geysers or vents? Heat coming out of the ground?
There's always heat that was used for the steamworks by the dwarves, but I don't know what's happened to those systems.
What about Morgantha? Were you able to find out anything about whether she's in the village or not?
There was a rumor that she had taken shelter with her daughters in the church. There's something about dealing with the elders. Seeking some kind of pathway to sanctuary.
Yeah,
I'm not entirely certain what she speaks of. The church is closed off, and there is no exits. At least not to my knowledge.
do you have an estimate of how many kobolds there are?
I'd say maybe 50.
Oh, God.
Some drakes in there as well.
So who is this Morgana again?
Morgantha.
Gantha?
Yeah, Bendar, you seem to think she was a
Possible
hag
hag.
of some kind,
Yeah.
right?
It would fit the theme of
She was
her
the
being
one
a
that
theme.
sounded like she was from the books.
Yeah, the baking pies out of children. Yes.
Torturing souls. Yep.
I should point out.
Why are
though,
you
that-
chasing her?
Well, we were kind of tasked to by Strahd, but also because of our own personal vendetta against her. Well,
But
not
then you said
necessarily
Strahd
a
was the
vendetta,
vampire.
because she might be a possible ally, because her and Strahd, I don't think their interests align.
The enemy of my enemy kind of thing.
Yes.
Alright. Okay.
I did notice something of interest while I was in the town. Or the fortress,
that?
anyway. There seems
More
to be
the
a
dragon
silencing
eggs?
spell. There seems to be a silencing spell across the entirety of the fort. It won't completely block voices, but it will dampen things. So if you're in one room, it's unlikely you'll be able to hear anything from the next room over. It definitely wasn't something we had in place when we were at the fort.
Did you interact with any of the kobolds there?
They seemed angry. I just listened.
Where were they most centralized around?
There was a cafeteria. There was a few there, but the rest seemed to be moving around the central dais in the buildings around it.
I don't think we have a chance of pulling them in here. I think we might want to check the surrounding halls for maybe another way through. I might be able to check the stonework.
There, then.
What does everyone else think?
Yep.
The frontal, yeah,
Definitely check these
I
other
think a
hallways.
frontal. Yeah, check something else out because a frontal assault against 50 kobolds, I don't care how weak they are, that's not going to go well.
Well,
Even
as I was
if his
saying,
numbers are off, because he's a kobold, could be 20 or 30. That's still too many.
you may be able to clear them building by building. They won't be able to hear you in the other buildings.
Oh, wait. You said the older they are, the harder they are to kill. What was their average age, based on what you could tell?
No, I was referring to the dragons, not the kobolds.
Oh.
The dragons themselves seem to be eggs.
Did you see any, like, leaders, or at least other kobolds moving other kobolds, ones of hierarchy? Did you kind
There
of...
seem to be several different varieties. There's some mages, some alchemists, and some soldiers. And then you have the elders themselves that are in the church with this Morgantha individual. At least that's what it seemed like. I didn't see any of the true elders for the tribe. So I can only imagine they're in the church.
So even with you walking in there, you don't think that we could just walk right in?
Mm-mm. They seem unhospitable. Or inhospitable. If you go in, you are likely to be attacked, but I think I can get you into some of the buildings on the side. Though approaching the church would be in full view.
We're going to have to go into these buildings, clear them out one by one, basically clear the whole town before we approach the central church.
Without alerting anyone?
With the silencing spell, you should be alright.
Oh yeah.
We could certainly try.
How open in view is the church?
It's right off the main courtyard. Anybody looking at a window will be able to see you approach.
And that's where most of everyone is walking around, is through there?
Most people in the buildings themselves, but there are several people that move across the central area, tending to whatever's going on in the middle.
And then
Oh,
you said
right, I almost
Morgantha is
forgot.
in the church.
They do have a prisoner as well. Some kind of fox, I think. I'm not familiar with its style. It was blue.
Where?
They have it tied on the central dais near, well, not dais, it doesn't really have dais, in the central area itself near where the eggs are. I think they may intend to feed it to the eggs once they hatch.
Did you say a blue fox?
Yes.
Like a humanoid fox or like a animal?
No, animal. It also had 3 tails. Do foxes usually have 3 tails here?
Can I like make a nature check or something?
Also
Yeah.
somewhere.
Foxes don't have 3 tails. I don't,
As far as
I
I
don't
know,
have to
they're
make a
generally
nature
not.
check to figure that out.
Well, no, but I think a nature check or a history
Yeah.
check would be good.
Okay.
Just to see if I know what a blue fox is.
In the mortal plane, you don't remember anything that matches that description. The closest would be the kitsunes, but they're generally not blue. They usually look more like general foxes, just with more tails.
Are
You'll see them in
kitsunes able
reds
to
and
become druids?
yeah, they're possible. So they're one of the humanoid races, but generally they're also in colors of golds and reds and whatnot.
What?
Well, I think we should rescue it.
from my times in the temples, I've never seen a fox as a bad omen.
So how many buildings approximately did you see that we'd have to kind of walk? Talking like 5, 100.
It is simply a courtyard surrounded by buildings. So the courtyard itself is probably about 120 feet across either way, with buildings on either side.
That's a lot smaller.
And how many buildings? So how many would we have to clear?
Well, he said there's fort. It's the whole fort. So you have the cafeteria, the church. That's 2 buildings there, and then there's obviously there. And then if there's that much of them, I would think there may be some kind of barracks or lodging. So that's at least. That's
Maybe 9 buildings, not counting the church. Each 2
And
story.
you said you could get us into one of them.
There's one right near the exit entrance. I think you can get in.
Okay, well, why don't we start clearing buildings then?
Good
If we're gonna rescue this fox, if we're gonna get to Morgantha, the first step is start clearing kobolds.
But then also, so you know our idea of choking them down in the tunnel, right? So if we end up getting stuck in a building, kobolds are a lot smaller. A lot of them could fit through a tunnel. Through a doorway, that's a lot easier.
I'd look out for traps though. Kobolds are also very well known for their trapping. We were once known as the Master Trappers.
Okay, well then that's good to know because either Missy and I can help each other out, or we can help you out in finding and disabling them.
Oh, I've already taken out a good number of them. I thought it might be a good idea.
It is a good idea. Thank you, Kiba.
It's what took me so long.
That's all right. We needed the rest anyway.
Wait, you took out what? What was it?
I've
Traps.
been dismantling
Oh,
some of the
gotcha.
traps in a way that it isn't obvious that the traps have been disabled.
I see.
If anybody starts looking into it, it will become evident that somebody's tampered with them, but it might be just seen as kobold civil war. That happens from time to time.
So you couldn't find the key to the temple?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I didn't want to get close enough to get caught, because then they'd be on more high alert. They seem mostly relaxed at the moment, thinking that you lot have left. It seems they had somebody looking out in where y'all first came in and saw Korvac leave.
So none of them noticed you at all, or did they see you and just kind of assumed that we're meant to be there? Just kind
They
of
never saw
glanced.
me. I am also yellow.
Okay.
They are red. I kind of stand
Oh.
out.
So, in your experience as a kobold, being yellow, does lightning ever have an issue with your race?
What do you mean? Like getting hit by lightning?
Yes.
Well, since we mostly live underground, no. At least my old tribe did. I grew
If
up
the
in
sauna's in
Silveringland.
their color, do you know if they're resistant to heat?
The guard drakes might, but the kobolds themselves shouldn't be.
Okay.
But I very obviously come from a different tribe, and they might see it as an invasion.
Well, heat or mace, either way, it'll go down.
Bendar feels more comfortable with the staff of Python, and he goes ahead and raises it over his head and tries to activate it. Let's see here.
That's not what I wanted. I hope you thought of a name.
He uses the power command Ishna Jokui, and next thing you know, 10 feet away, a giant python appears.
Oh,
And Bendar tells him
That thing
to
is
guard us.
It hisses at you.
I'm
we may
ready.
have wanted to pull it into the hallway because the thing is massive.
It flicks its tongue at you.
I can
wait, is it
summon
really
it,
that
resummon
large?
it, summon
Yes,
it,
it is a
resummon
huge
it, summon
creature.
it, resummon it.
Oh,
It doesn't
wow.
have a limit.
It is a giant boa constrictor, or a giant constrictor snake.
When I
which
was thinking
is
of
a huge
giant
beast.
snake, I thought 6, 7 feet maybe.
Yeah,
No.
or an actual python, like normal sized python. Holy.
Wait,
Okay.
what if the python goes into the circle and gets the chest for us?
I think that chest is the same one we got before.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
It was inside the chest. But
could. But more than
I've been
likely.
watching it for a while.
You hear from Rose.
The inscriptions on the back are different.
Oh, great.
It's a new chest.
Most likely.
Oh, God.
Focus on the mission, guys. Focus on the mission.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm tempted.
Woo!
I'm so tempted. It's right there, Najee.
No,
Look at it.
But
not
what? We're
doing
gonna.
it.
It's all shiny. Look at how shiny it is.
We
I'm
need
with
to get out of
Dragonette.
here.
Look
What you
at it.
explained last time, it was horrible, and we need to leave. I need to leave here. I just got here, and we need to go.
But it's right there. We could just get it.
Does the circle look like runes on the ground, or can you see like almost like an aura of like a bubble?
It's both. You can see it is giving off a magical aura that even without magical senses you can see, and it's a little wild.
I was gonna say if maybe the snake could like lean over and reach into it and just pick the chest up. But
Unlikely. It looks like the magics are still running a little wild from the damage to the circle itself.
I wouldn't risk it.
Anything that interacts with it is going to trigger it again.
Well, like I said, we have like 50 kobolds to kill.
Yeah, let's get to that and then we come
Okay,
back.
but we're coming back afterwards.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Of course.
great. Yeah. All right, we're coming back afterwards for the to keep getting chests. All right, cool.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, let's kill kobolds. Let's go. All right, Tipa, lead the way, and we are gonna follow, as well as our party of 10 plus a giant snake can follow. And be quiet about it. Oh my God, this is a stealthy person's nightmare.
Did you unsummon the snake and then summon it in the building?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can turn it back
Yeah.
into the.
He just says the power words again and it disappears.
Yeah, it just turns into the staff again. It doesn't disappear.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
what I
the
meant.
staff
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Just
exactly.
like Moses.
That is straight up what's going on here. Fucking, he just Moses the staff.
Yeah, and I pick up the staff again, put
If
it
you
on
were
my
to
hip.
put like Macho Man Randy Savage and like Moses together, that would be the snake he would summon. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you get that.
What's going on, brother?
Also, just to make sure the village silence spell isn't going to interfere with casting spells, right?
No, that's what he was talking about. It's
So,
not.
It's a damn thing.
Are we able to discuss strategy like outside of the characters?
You,
Yeah.
you know that if y'all do that, people will, if somebody's around to hear it, they will be able to hear. Because effectively, your characters will be having a version of the same conversation that makes
Oh,
sense
just
to
like a very open outward conversation.
Yeah. Because if somebody, let's put it this way, if somebody sneaks up on y'all and y'all don't notice and they're just sitting in a bush and y'all
Yeah,
are
you're
talking
just
about that,
casually
they will be
talking.
able to hear it. If in combat you go, hey, you should flank around this motherfucker so you can get him from behind, that motherfucker will hear you and know
If
that
they
motherfucker's coming
understand
behind
your
him.
language.
Yeah, if they understand the language. If you point, they will see you point.
I know what the fuck that means.
But yeah, that is something that be very aware of your surroundings when you're trying to plan. Because if you're in an inn and somebody is outside, say you're trying to make a plan in the inn, in your room, somebody's listening at the door, they might hear your ass.
So that's something that I was wondering in the chat thing. Can you like whisper to like other like people or like do you have
/W
to, like,
name.
space name or just /W
Yeah.
name?
/W space name. And type whatever. No one else will be
Alright.
able to see it.
Okay.
That's in roll 20.
Yep.
Cool.
And
I
then,
do ask that you try to avoid metagaming.
yeah, no, but you can whisper also to the DM.
Yep. Do /DM.
Okay.
Or my name.
Awesome. I'm just making sure. I am
I'll use it
time.
if somebody like sees something and I need to tell them specifically what's going on. I will usually whisper it to y'all.
Okay, but getting back to your question, Grimir, about tactics. So we're going to be going into a house. There's a spell of, if I understood Keepa correctly, there's a spell of silence or a modified spell of muffling over the entire area, meaning that once we get into the first house, it's unlikely that the neighbors are going to hear us murdering their colleagues. So we're going to try to get into these houses and clear them one by one as quickly and quietly as possible. But even if we're not quiet, it sounds like it won't matter. The only thing we don't want to do is like gigantic flashes of light.
Yeah.
Because that will probably exactly.
Damn it.
That will probably draw people in, or I'm sorry, draw attention more than anything else.
Shield and hammer will be enough. But my opinion on this from previous trials, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I don't think we should all run into the building all at once.
Well, no, that's what
2s or 3s.
Absolutely, that's what meat bags are for.
We could split up into 2 groups and each take a building too.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do, Najee. Me and you are gonna arm wrestle to see who breaks the door down.
I mean, by all means, go for it.
That's what we're doing.
Najee will intentionally lose that arm wrestling competition.
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, go for it. You know.
Am I breaking the door down? Then I'm breaking the door down. All
Yeah.
right.
I want to see your acts of heroism at work.
You see Keepa lean over. Why are we breaking the door down? I thought we were falling back to here if things needed to be running.
These are the doors of the buildings in the village.
Oh. I thought, don't you want to open those so you can block them if you get overrun?
Before we go in here, Kobold, what's your opinion of the other kobolds?
Define an opinion.
You have no ill will if we go in there and cause trouble.
Oh no, they're dickheads. As I said, they beat another kobold to death because he tried to have a pet wormling.
Yeah, we probably don't want to break down the door if possible, because like
Good to know.
Yeah, we can use those as fortifications.
One rule, even if we get separated, don't get stuck out in the courtyard.
Yep.
Retreat back to a building. There's a lot of them. If you get stuck out in the open, that's what'll take you down.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
With a lot of you start to move, nice and quiet, things going easy. And y'all get back through the door. Keepa seems to have propped it open on his way in. What looks like the remains of what once was a dwarven warhammer has propped it open.
That's propping open the door?
Yep. He effectively put the sledge part of it in the door so it can't close.
Yep.
He is small enough to slip through.
Inspect it to some degree before I pull it out. That's before we go, guys. I need to look at this. This may be something. I need to check this out.
Alrighty, you grab it. What you doing with it?
It was jamming the door open?
Yeah, Keepa seems to have put it there.
Can I make like a check on it?
You don't need to. What are you looking at? Well, depending on what you're trying to actually figure out about it.
The hammerhead to see if it's like more than normal, or is it just like a normal hammerhead?
It is effectively the head of a maul that has definite dwarven handiwork worked into the metal of it. The wooden shaft it would have been attached to is long gone.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep that for later.
Got a break.
I'm just gonna pocket that, obviously in front of everybody because I went back for it, and then they're like, hey, "What happened?" And it's no, I just it's nothing.
But a lot
In
of
this
y'all
hole.
start moving. And you see Keepa raise a hand for y'all to start being quiet. Then he scampers off ahead, starts looking around corners, and then he waves some of y'all forward. Who's going in the first group?
Dragonette.
Are we trying to sneak up early on?
That does seem to be the plan, to get in one of the buildings first.
All right, I'll
Okay.
follow Dragonette.
I'll
Bendar.
kind of tap Dragonette on the shoulder and let her know that I can be pretty sneaky with her, and I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, Flint. That's awesome.
And I'll join as well. I gotta stay within 30 feet.
Wait, when did Flint get here?
Yeah, you kind of snuck in.
Well, like
You walked
30
away.
minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Flint!
Yeah.
You've been here.
Completely missed the fact that
Yeah,
Flint
he's
was
been here for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, he's been here for like a
Yeah.
half an hour now, yeah.
Just listening to me fucking rant sometimes about shit.
No, he's judging you a little bit. No.
Yeah,
Silent
fucking Druid
judgment
turned out
of
out of
the-
nowhere. I thought this was Najee, and I'm like, damn, Najee, I don't remember you having this.
I wish,
Fucking
right?
Flint.
Oh, so I should go with Flynn. I'm about to fail a stealth check otherwise.
But y'all feel as you'll pass over some kind of barrier, it kind of shimmers a little bit. You pass through it, and kind of everything seems dampened. If you say anything to the nearby, you can hear it just fine, but people on the other side of the party won't hear it at all. And y'all start making y'all's way up what looks like a well-crafted road that seems old and cracked, but it is definitely made by professional masons. And you see Keepa rushes y'all down a street into what looks like a break in the wall that seems to have become a fissure. And he races y'all down a little tunnel and into the back of a building. Group by group, he gets y'all all in. Hoopla.
It's wet.
So, can y'all see yourselves in that corner building over there on the right?
Yes.
That is where y'all are now.
Doors are.
What would the party like to do?
Okay, so we came from the right.
Yeah, y'all came from effectively down that bottom tunnel. This way here. That's the
okay,
tunnel.
thank you.
Y'all came from down from that way. Y'all took a turn into here and came back in through here.
Got it. And
That kobold is walking this way, so he wasn't facing y'all. So y'all have made it in without being noticed.
Here's a priority.
Yay.
I point. Is this a door down here?
Yes, it is.
I'm
okay,
gonna point at it.
before you go through that door, which of these is the temple? Church.
Temple's on the exact other side. I think. Yeah. No, wait, hang on. Where would it be? That goes there, main entrance. He took y'all through there. Let me go check him out real quick. One moment. I have to remember which one it actually was. Okay, southern entrance.
So here, where I'm pinging.
Where are you pinging? I was on another map.
Our left.
No, it would be this one.
Thank you. So
In
okay,
Bentley.
got it. My suggestion then is that once we clear this building, we start working our way counterclockwise around the courtyard. So that because we have to find the key before we can get into the temple. But let's see what's behind door number 1, Najee. And now we'll be all right. I'm wondering
Sounds
if we
good.
shouldn't split up like Grimir was suggesting, but
Am I going
It
through the
is
first
pretty-
door, or is he going through the first door?
I mean, I'm right by the door. It'll be fine.
You
It is
push
pretty
up,
tight if
are
you wanna
being
split up.
quiet, or are you just kicking your way in?
I mean, I was told to watch for traps, but I just kicked the door down. It's door number 1.
Ooh, you enter into what looks like a sitting room. There is a door next to you, and what looks like a staircase leading up.
I'm pointing up. I'm gonna go try to go up the stairs a bit.
Right, and I'm going to follow him.
Alrighty.
Come along as well.
I'm gonna hold back right here for a sec. People are gonna go up.
Whoa.
I want to make sure people aren't follow us.
You're down there, Nachi.
Cool.
You see a kobold is currently sitting with his head at the table, his hands kind of in it, his head in his hands, muttering to himself, but he seems to be the only one in the room.
I mean, he's noticed me, yes.
Not yet.
Hmm.
You know, with your clanking, as soon as you enter that room, he probably will.
You are extra stealthy right now.
That's fair. I don't think I can stealth them. I'm just gonna run in there and smack him.
I'm right behind you.
Alrighty, so that means we need to roll initiative.
Yes.
Because he does hear you as you go running in.
Clank, clank, clank. Well, in the middle.
Initiative.
From everyone or just them for now?
Just whoever's going into that room right now.
We can't hear them upstairs.
You can see Naji up there, but you can't actually hear him. Even with his clankety ass. Probably best to just put everybody on the turn order for now, just so we don't have to roll it later. You all fair with that?
With my roll? No, I'm not fair with that, but I get it.
This is the question. Do we want to just take the first initiative, or do we want to re-roll every time we run into somebody?
Well, I
One
want to
initiative.
just do one.
re-roll every single time until I get a really good roll, and then I don't want to roll anymore.
Mhm.
Well, I think we should re-roll initiative if they like, I don't know, based on the situation. I mean, if they're upstairs and he's just fighting him, you know, unless he like
Ooh,
fucking
I get to
screams or
see the
something, then
new.
It might be a roll a different one until the entire battle starts, then everyone's stuck. Not sure.
wait, do I have to roll?
You click your token and roll off your sheet to actually get it on the board.
Which token?
You see where I have you on the map, standing next to Miss E?
Yes.
Click on it, and you should have 3 circles appear above.
Yeah.
Now go into your character sheet.
Okay.
Now in the top middle, there will be armor class, initiative, speed. Click the word
Yes.
initiative. Yep, and now see you're actually on the turn order.
Ah, and it's trash.
Almost as bad as mine.
Keepa's not up there. Flint, are you involved in this? I don't think you are.
Yeah, he's in there.
Oh,
I'm on the board.
Everybody's on the board.
But no, I was kind of just hanging out in this room.
Okay, so that brings us to Miss E, who's still downstairs. Skeleton's still downstairs. Bendar, where is Bendar? Bendar's there. Bendar, did you actually go upstairs with Dragonet and
Yes.
them? Okay, so let me grab you. Bendar's still behind, but he is the first to react as you see Naji go charging in. What would you like to do?
It's just one kobold, right?
You can't see any of it. You just saw Naji go running after something. Because you're still on the stairs.
Okay, well, I can move in to see what's there. So I can target.
Yep, so you're going to go charging up. So there you go. Now you can see.
Oh, okay, I see. I have to move the map. Okay, all right, I'll go ahead and move up to Kobold here, and then I'll cast Booming Blade, make a melee attack.
He is still out of range.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
do one more.
There.
There you go.
Good? Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack. You are going to hit.
Okay.
And you just fucking take his head.
And if he
Booming
if he
blade is
moved.
only if they move.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that was something.
You see Najee, you're going in. You see Bendar just rush up the stairs, come in, just smack the motherfucker with a sword. That was specifically a longsword as well. I thought Bendar was a caster.
I'm a
He could
hexblade
be
caster.
That'd be why.
He's a man of many talents.
Yeah, you see, Bendar, how are you actually killing him? 'Cause you need to level him.
Take his head off. He's a little dude.
Fair enough.
Although Rose might be mad because, well, no, she can put him back together. She didn't need him intact.
Yeah.
She has that Wendigo head and body in her bag. She just has to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, is that a door at the north end?
Yes, it is.
All right, Najee, you want to pick this up?
Najee would be the next one to go.
I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open the door.
You open the door. It's an easy thing to get open. As you see, in a bedroom.
I give an OK symbol. Big old 0.
You do see what looks like a small crawl space over a table.
Hmm?
It'd be hard for you to get through, but somebody like Grimar, Keepa, or one of the women could probably get through a lot easier. You're a lot bulkier than a lot of them.
All right.
Much armor.
Guess we could go over, tell them what's going on, and then see if they want to investigate the crawl space.
Best.
So Bendar will just go back
Dragonette.
and let them know.
Okay, Dragonette can investigate that crawl space.
Well, I guess I'll go back downstairs quick and
Well,
I guess I'll
somebody stay up here just so you can drag my dead body out in
Yeah,
case
yeah,
there's
you'll
something
be
nasty
fine.
up there.
In here, you see what looks like a lot of weird mechanical stuff. It looks like it was once part of a steamwork contraption.
Interesting. I'm gonna. This is all dwarven built. I'm gonna see if Grimier wants to take a look at this.
All right. You have to go get him.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, Bendar, can you see if Grimier wants to take a look at these dwarven works up here to see if they do anything?
Yep, that's what I was suggesting. See if I can. 1 second.
You guys want to split the party? Seems like
Well,
we got
we're in the
long.
same building. Yeah, I just want to.
To like move it over.
No, I'm not asking the other group downstairs. Like
Okay,
this seems like it's gonna be a
so-
long endeavor.
It looks like we found a crawl space down there. I don't know if you guys want to check it out. It'd only be big enough for like you, Grimoire, or I don't know, Keepa.
What's in there?
We don't know. That's why we want to check it out.
Is
It was
anyone
just
else coming in there with me, or am I just gonna go in there alone?
I got your back. I'm still there.
All right.
We could send
I'll head on
Keepa
in.
in. Yeah, either one. Yeah. Okay, so are we all going down then?
At that point, I want to go up the stairs.
Alrighty, go
check
on
out
up.
that crawl space.
You just keep scrolling down. You'll see where you can drop your character.
What?
Scroll the map down.
Oh,
These are the staircase down here. You
Okay.
come up. You see a beheaded kobold.
good job.
We are. Yeah,
How
so
fast was that one?
not fast enough. Certainly didn't even get his head off the table before Bendar took it off. So in this
Nice.
room that's just to the north of us, there's some looks like steamworks, and since this whole place is dwarven made, I didn't know whether you could see whether what it did and whether it was any use to us.
Okay. Can I make like a? Can I make some kind of check on this? I wouldn't know. Or
Be
look at it.
religion.
Maybe like
What?
be. I wouldn't think in this it would just be a building. If it's like steam pipes and stuff, I think it would just be kind of like more dwarven insight, just like based on what he's seen around his like
That would be
environment.
what roll it is.
So and then I would just click on
You can roll it even if you're not trained in it.
and you just
It's
click
just
on
a-
if it's red.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought. You actually recognize this as one of the. It's effectively a altar to one of the old dwarven mechanic gods. You see him a lot working with the artificer or the forges. Usually more tinkery than what you usually deal with. But that is definitely the remains of an ancient altar. Definitely super outdated as well. Also, you clicked
there-
insight, not religion. Yeah.
Oh,
You still got it based on your roll. I'm not worried about it.
what's it? Is there like an area of offering for the altar?
Yeah, there is. You can
Is there
still see in the
anything in
center.
that area?
Not at the moment, no. You think the kobolds probably stole it. As they are small enough to
Being
get in.
mechanical, is it running or no? Is it jammed up?
It looks like this has been off for centuries.
Want to give it a kick, just see if it starts.
Roll me a D100, call high or low before you roll.
High.
No, it doesn't do anything. Well, where did you roll?
I didn't roll. That's how it's gonna. It's
Oh,
slash
so you're
roll
saying low?
D100, right?
Or you call high or low before you roll.
Yeah, I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah,
So I
so
was
which one are
calling
you
high.
going to... Oh, I thought you said 5.
No, I said high.
Oh, I thought you said 5. My
Oh,
bad.
sorry.
You just confused the hell out of me. Like, why are you
All
saying
right,
5?
rolling high.
Yeah. You see it just a hollow bag. You think the mechanism inside might have been gutted.
All right.
Definitely sacrilegious as hell, even if it's not your god. Fucking somebody has been fucking with an altar to one of the old dwarven gods.
So I take it by the
Well-
look on your face that there's nothing valuable here.
If someone came here and wanted to put it in a museum, maybe, but it's not worth our time, in my opinion.
Got it. All right, let's go kill more kobolds.
Yep.
All right. Just knock him down like the next one.
So you'll re-enter where the other one's on. Where would you like to go? Because you will actually have to leave this building if you want to go anywhere else.
Were we able to see through like the door at all? Is there like a window in the door? Or...
That's where Kiva and Rose are. They're looking out the window over there.
Okay. So that's a window, not a door?
Yeah, they're out a window.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll pull
So
them
the
back.
door
You
is to
see
the
how
south.
it's
The door is over
there's
here.
a door here to the north, and there's one to the south. And you can always go back through the opening wall tunnel. This also right here is a double door that leads right out into the courtyard. Probably a bad idea. But Rose and Kiva are certainly looking out into the courtyard. I think I see the fox you Kiva was talking about. Kiva nods. Yep. The three-tailed fox. It's right over there.
Any
What do you
any
see in the
suggestions?
courtyard?
What was that?
What else is there beside the fox?
You see, there are several kobolds moving around the courtyard itself, as well as a few large pillars. You actually recognize this as something that can hold either a large volume of liquid or is known to be used in quenching and can be replaced with lava.
Oh boy.
Well,
Perks of having
this
a dwarf.
room is a giant purge room. That's what it is. This is an emergency cooldown. We need to stay wary. I'm not sure if they're smart enough to activate it, but there might be still enough remnant heat that we might want to watch out.
Rose, Keepa, you have a suggestion about what direction we go from here, based off of what you can see out the window?
Well, it looks like there's been a congregation across the way.
Rose points it out.
I saw a number of kobolds move into there. Keepa said that he thinks that's where the cafeteria is. At least that's where it was back in his day. And they seem to be gathering there, so it may still be there. That will be a hard room to fight through.
And she's referring to one of the buildings on the far side of this. On the other
He's
side
pointing
of the...
specifically right here.
Got it. Okay.
Do we want to rush the temple or catch him off guard?
Temple is locked. I checked the doorway. The defenses still hold strong. We'll need to find the key.
You hear from Keepa.
Why don't we go through this destroyed hallway, yeah, and then go north?
Yeah, I agree that if we're going to find this key, we're going to have to sweep the entire city, and that'll end up putting us in the right spot. So I'm suggesting we go north.
Rose is asking if you should all go, or some people should remain here to hold down the fort.
We should all go.
We should all go. Don't split the party.
I think maybe the skeletons could stay.
They won't be much use without me here to guide them.
Mm.
I can stick around here and keep an eye on things.
Yeah, why don't you Rose, you can stay here along with Larry and Boner and keep this place safe, and we can work our way around counterclockwise.
If you need anything, just signal. I'll be here.
Okay.
I think she should go upstairs. Because if anybody comes into the first floor, they may be suspicious.
Fair.
Keep an eye out. You may need to start shooting some arrows through the windows upstairs.
I don't have any arrows.
Larry does.
Oh, fair.
But she goes on upstairs.
Will Keepa be joining you?
That's up to Keepa, but it might be helpful to have you around for nothing else than speaking Draconic if we need to walk our way out of anything.
Here's a nod. You see Keepa. He's got his hand near his weapon. Are y'all actually drawing weapons, or y'all sheathe them at the moment?
Oh, Dragonette's bow is drawn, so he is ready to rumble at a moment's notice.
Actually, yeah, no, I'll keep mine open right now. Keep mine out.
Ready?
Keepa also has his up. So you can see down. Can y'all see through that tunnel now that I've opened it?
Yeah, we can see up to all the way down that alley.
I just wanted to make sure it didn't look like it did anything. So you see along that hallway, it doesn't look like there's any doors, but it will get you over onto that side away from the people that are walking around just outside the hall.
Okay. So guess we'll
feel free to move.
You move slowly, stealthily, and yeah, go over there.
And stay within 30 feet of Flint.
Yeah, I'll try and stay in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, check for traps first.
Yeah,
I still think at this point we should have 3 people go through and the next 3 people go through. I don't think we want to have a chance of being seen.
Yeah, I'm going to ask
one stream.
Thing, though, by the way.
What's that?
If you're splitting, it will remove some people from Flint's spell.
Yeah, you might as well just move all together. It's pass without trace. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm asking Keepa to stay with me, and that way I can help him or he can help me with checking for traps.
Keepa's actually pointing out to the traps he's already disabled.
Good. Does he point at any up this hallway?
Oh, he said there's several, but they're all disabled.
Okay, great. Then we're gonna go.
Oh God, where's Kiva? Kiva got stepped on.
Yeah, he did.
Poor Kiva. Najee, you
As
done
I-
with him?
Yep.
You were saying, Dragonet?
As I'm peeking out this corner, what is to the right?
You see, it looks like another road leading back towards the way y'all came.
Got it. The roads. It's no more buildings that way. And
No,
this
it seems to be going out.
this dark structure to our right is not a building; it's a wall.
Yeah,
Got
the
it.
one to the
Okay.
left is the building.
Yep. Okay. Great. Then I'm gonna check to see if there's any kobolds in this long hallway that could see us as we're making this corner.
You peek out, and you actually don't see anyone left or right.
Okay.
You
I'm gonna
see a
move to
door
this-
across from you. You see a little inlet there, and there's a door across the way again.
Yep. So I'm gonna go to this door, and I'm gonna check to see if it's locked. I'm not gonna open
is
it.
not.
I'm gonna. Okay. And I'm gonna whisper. Actually, whispers won't work, right?
Nope. The hand symbol is the way you want to look, because Kiva
Yep.
is looking in the corner for you.
Yep. I'm gonna go around the corner, and I'm gonna invite Grimier to come open up a door. I'll be right behind him.
Just gonna get out the way.
Right there. Yep.
You see Kiva suddenly start waving Flint to get down. As he points at the window y'all are next to.
I'll duck.
Grimar, what are y'all gonna do? Because y'all are in full view of that window.
I thought we were going
Let's
in.
bust the door down now. What do I need to roll for?
Yeah, this is right as y'all are walking up to it.
Oh.
The door is also not locked. You can just open it.
All right, let's go through.
All right.
I would just say we're already in front of the window. Let's just go through.
You diving through?
Yep.
All right. The rest of the party is told to wait for a second, as Kiva seems to be watching something through the window. After a few seconds, though, he waves y'all forward. It seems he might have seen something in that building to the north of y'all.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run upstairs real quick. Is anybody gonna match me?
Yep, I gotcha.
All right.
Oh, right.
Following you.
So you are here. Okay. Where is that staircase? There it is. Okay, so which building are y'all in? Y'all are in that one with that staircase. Cool. So you would be running up here. Can y'all see it?
Part of the south, just
Okay.
above where Rose is.
Yup, yup, yup.
And that's another window right there. Or is that a door?
Yeah, that's at the far left. There, you see this one right here.
Yeah.
That's a window. These white things are doors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's
So
3 doors.
again, pick one. I got your back.
There are 4 doors. 2 on the left, 2 on the right.
I think we should. I think these might lead into the same room. Are we gonna go through both doors or one?
Just one at a time, just in case they
Alright.
don't.
Let's go through this one first.
Which
These two
one?
are
Down
closer
south?
to each other. How do I? The
Hold
one that
your.
I'm standing on top of.
Okay. So are you opening it quiet or are you bursting it down?
Opening it quiet at first.
All right. You open up and you see what looks like an empty bedroom. You see there's a pile of cloth kind of piled on what looks like a stone bed. Very comfortable for dwarves, not so much for the other races.
Let's go into the next room.
Bursting it open or sneaking it open?
Yeah, and open it quietly.
You peek it open and you see somebody lurking on a large machine here.
Go close the door again. All right. So there's at least one in there. I know that. And there's another door down the hallway. You might want to go peek and check through there first. See if it's the same room.
Yeah, Najee, you want to take that that west door? Or, I'm sorry, east door.
East door. Check the door. Neatly.
Oh, kick the door down.
You're kicking that
did
one
you-
north of you?
Yeah.
You kick it in and you see the most horrifying thing, Najee. It's the toilet.
It's the loo.
It also looks disgusting.
Holy shit. I closed the door. Just feel like. It's like, do not enter there.
You get a whiff of it, and it's ugh.
The horrors.
Okay, so yeah,
more door?
it's not the same room. This is the only
There's
entrance.
one
we have.
more door we can check in this hallway.
Yeah, it's the one in front of Missy.
Yeah. Leave
Is he getting out the way? Oh, she's
Then-
not a Najee.
Get out.
No, I'll try and go through the door.
Are you going balls to the wall or are you opening sneakily?
Sneakily.
Alrighty, I am going to need a. Actually, no, you don't. That fucker is asleep. As you look in, and there is a kobold laying on one of the beds in kind of what looks like a little nest.
Ooh.
You see his head start to move as you open the door, and he starts to rise a little bit.
I want to try to go in there and tie him up.
So you're going to try to grab him?
Mm-hmm.
I need an athletics check. Because you need to grapple him, and then you'll be able to tie him. But you need to secure the grapple first.
Can I assist her?
No,
Or
this
help?
is immediate reaction.
Okay.
Not you'll be. This is surprise round effectively, and she's the only one that actually can see what's going on.
Okay.
As you rush in, Miss E, and try to grab him, he lets out a caw and promptly kicks you in the face, sending
Shit.
you stumbling back. I need to roll some initiatives.
I see why you didn't want us to roll every time.
Right.
Now I understand.
Wait, do we
Alright.
need to roll initiatives or?
No, y'all are still
Oh,
there.
okay.
Clint, as you hear that caw, you know shit has hit the fan. You are the first to react. What you gonna do?
I'll kind of round the corner. Do I see her kind of like she got kicked back type of thing?
Yeah. You can see the kobold is standing up.
Okay. I'll do kind of similar. I'll sprint towards him and try and tackle him and grapple.
Alrighty, you will not be. There you go. Roll me athletics.
Not good at it. 11.
Alright. He's going to roll against you as well and manages to kick you back as well.
All right. I don't think I have any bonus action. That's my turn then.
Alrighty, that brings us to Keepa. Keepa's going to run forward, aim with his bow. That is not Keepa. Keepa is going to aim with his bow, and he takes a look at it. Probably not too bad of a shot, so he is going to try to shoot the motherfucker. Ciao! He's gonna miss. He tried. Rose is no longer with y'all, so I can remove her from the initiative. That brings us to Miss E. It is your turn.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing again. I just wanna maybe see if we can interrogate it to try and figure out where the key might be.
You probably grabbed it this time. I am
Awesome.
not rolling Keepa. Yeah, no, you managed to grapple him this time. You'll be able to tie him up next time.
All right, sounds good.
Is that it for Miss E?
Yeah.
Alrighty. It is at this point, Grimar, you hear the door next to you open up, and there's another squawk of a kobold going, "Oh, fuck, where'd you come from?" He seems to say. Is he is going to... He is going to draw a knife and try to stab you with it. Your AC... I need to put your stuff on here. Hang on. Nameplate, HP, CHP, AC. Update default. There we go. As you weren't ready for this, Grimar, you're kind of turning around as you were watching the fight go, and you see the knife slip past your armor and slam into your gut. He's going to do 6 piercing damage.
Ouch.
So if you click on your token, you know when the three circles appear above your head?
Yes.
You now should see a red one that says 27. Do you see it?
Yeah.
That is your health, and it is attached to your sheet's health. If you type into that bar, not into the bar, into that circle, -6, it will automatically do the math for you. And I think everybody should be able to see everybody's health. Why did Flint's HP go down?
I was
You should
just
go down.
testing it.
Okay, you were just testing it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just showed up out of nowhere and
Didn't
now
know
I'm
you-
just
it
getting
would do the math.
stabbed.
To be fair, you beheaded a kobold a minute ago.
I didn't know.
Well, yeah, I guess that was
Bendar.
fucking Bendar. But you see this one is being grappled. His immediate response to this... You don't have much choice, do you?
I also just realized Missy is stronger than me.
As you see this Miss E, this one reaches out with his hand and starts spraying a poison gas in your face as best as he can. I need a con save from you, my dear.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
You are getting gassed.
Great. Oh,
Oh, that is
okay.
a fair. You are going to take 10 poison damage.
Yikes.
Cantrip poison spray.
Whoa.
Could have just tried to stab him in his sleep.
Go ball. He is hurt, but not bloodied yet. And that's what he is up to, which brings us to this guy who runs up behind it, sees this, and is going to try to throw a rock at Grimgar, but Grimar, but it's going to be at disadvantage because he really can't see what's going on down there.
No shit. There's another one.
Yeah, he's going to miss. As Grimar, you see a rock shoot by your head. Bendar, it's your turn. Shit's hitting the fan. The Missy just got gassed.
Yeah.
Bendar?
Sorry, I had it
No,
muted.
you
I
know.
was asking a question. Sorry. So the this room down here with Missy and all that, is it big enough to throw a snake right there in that corner?
No.
Okay.
The snake is a 3x3.
Okay. All right.
Fill the room.
God.
Oh, 3-3. Oh yeah, it's not a 2-2. Okay,
It
got
is
it.
a 3x3.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go in and I'll smack him with my longsword for non-lethal damage.
Alrighty. We need to see if grapple gives advantage when you're attacking a motherfucker. Grappled condition. No, okay. It's just grappled. They can fight just fine.
Okay.
So go ahead and smack the bastard. You are going to hit him, yes. You're going to deal 11 non-lethal damage. As you see, that motherfucker's still up. He's not even bloody.
Oh. Damn. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and bonus. Oh no, there's no bonus. We're good.
Najee, what you gonna do? Shit's hitting the fan. Somebody's throwing shit at Grimmier. Bendar's in a fight with things. Miss E has a fucking kobold by the throat.
Well, I'm gonna go around to see a casual leisurely walk. Somewhere over there. End up over there.
Saunter. Saunter to the other side of the room.
Yeah, just go all the way around. Get some flanking, I guess.
Gotcha.
So I can get this guy. Try out the new sword. Use the flat of it to bash into him. Ooh, that's like 11.
You see, he tries to bring it. You try to bring it back. He sees it coming and drives back the hilt of your blade. You see it's about to hit Miss E's horn, and it actually glances off before you're able to properly pull out the way.
Ah,
Doesn't do
well.
damage, but it does kind of nick her horn.
Ooh,
As she is grappled to this bastard.
Well, that's what I got for now. So that's my turn.
Alrighty. Grimar, you see another rock come flying out of that room. Misses horribly, but you see another rock.
It's sitting in front of this doorway taking shots.
He's just fucking matrixing it over there. What you gonna do,
What-
Grimmer? It's your turn.
Being a meatbag is all about, my friend.
My Warhammer. Can I
Yeah.
do a two-handed swing with it?
Yeah.
And
The
knock
way
it
you
all
do
in front of
that
me?
is you see in the middle underneath your AC, you have a bunch of attacks in there. Find the two-handed Warhammer, it's the one with the D10, and click on that. It will roll the attack in the chat, and if you hit, you will hit the actual name. You see how for Naji it says longsword +1. If you click that bar, it will roll damage if you hit.
Okay.
You have to have access to the sheet to roll. No, roll. Hit the name. So whatever.
Oh, name? Oh.
Yes. You are going to miss because you only rolled an 8 to hit.
Damn.
Alrighty, so that is your standard action. Do you want to do anything with your move or bonus?
So
Based
what
on
can
your
I use
abilities.
on bonus actions, and how do I see that?
It will be in your abilities. It will say you can do this as a bonus action. Any of your spells that say as a bonus action, specifically bonus action. If it says action, it is referring to your standard action. Like healing word is a bonus action. But healing word, you need to see the target, and the only person that's hurt is Missy. You can't actually see right now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can cast it on yourself, but
Typically, the only thing you're going to have as a bonus action as a cleric are spells.
yeah.
All right.
I
So
think you can
yeah,
cast
as a
spiritual
bonus
weapons
action,
as
I'm
bonus
going to
as
use
well.
Shield of Faith on myself.
I think that one might be a reaction, isn't it?
No, that's shield. That's a different spell.
You can look at Shield of Faith real quick.
Do I just click on Shield of Faith?
Yeah,
Like uses it.
yeah. And do note, since it is a concentration spell, you will not be able to hold another concentration spell as long as this one is up. And if you take damage, you're going to have to roll a con save to keep that spell up, equal to 10 or the amount of damage plus 5. Or I think it's just the amount of damage.
So I can't attack while concentrating.
Oh yeah, you can. You just
Okay.
can't have another concentration spell.
Okay, you just have to be concentrating on one thing.
Yep, you can only
Okay.
concentrate on one thing.
Well then, yes, I'll use that as my bonus action.
Alrighty, fair enough. And make sure you go into your sheet, go
Slots
to your
remaining.
spells, and you lower your level 1 slots down to 3.
Awesome.
Alrighty, and that is it for Grimmer. Grimier?
Am I blocking the doorway?
Yeah, they're going to have issues getting through. You're going to have issues getting past them as well.
Okay.
Just because they're in your way. Is that it for you, Grimmy?
Yes.
Bring us to Dragonet. Dragonet, what you up to?
Okay, so
What's going on?
yeah, I can see around the corner here. Can Dragonet step into Grimmier's area, swing the short sword, and then back out again? I'm trying to basically attack around the corner. I don't know how it best.
Oh, you can attack around the corner. You'll just have disadvantage. Honest suggestion. Step back through the door and just shoot the motherfucker. You have sharpshooter, so you ignore cover.
I don't have sharpshooter.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, that's
yes,
fourth
right.
level,
You
my
have held an
friend.
accuracy. You fucking the other ones. Okay, so you will have. He will have cover from you. He'll have half cover, so we'll have a +2 to his AC. But you'll be able to shoot him like that. But do note, unless you disengage, but you're a rogue, so you can bonus action disengage, I think.
Yes.
Or you're a ranger. I think you're.
I have to attack. I'm not a ranger. As a swashbuckler, I would have to attack first, but I'll use my bonus action to disengage, move back one, and then shoot with the longbow, not at advantage.
Yeah, because if you try to attack with a melee weapon around a corner, you're just at disadvantage. If you try to shoot around it, they have cover.
Yeah. Like a 10 hits.
I think that's a miss. Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. No, that's it for now.
Alrighty, coolio. That brings us to Flint. Flint, Missy's got a motherfucker. He spit poison in her face. He's being a dick. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah, and I saw him eat that shot from Naji too.
Yes.
Still grappled. I'll bonk him with my quarterstaff.
Gotcha. Give him a bonk. Non-lethal? Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. You are gonna hit, and you're gonna deal 6 damage.
Cool. How do I get it to not always roll advantage?
If you go into the settings, you can, at the top right of your settings, there's an option for your advantage. It's currently just always. You can have it toggle. You can have it query. You can have it there. You can see it when it's up there. But he is now bloodied as he takes a bump to the head.
That's probably all I'll do.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That brings us to Keepa. Keepa is going to not sharpshooter this motherfucker this time. He is just going to try to shoot him with the short bow. He is going to hit. He's going to deal 5 damage. As you see the arrow just kind of stick out of him because you can't non-lethal a bow. Same with magic. You can't non-lethal that shit. But yeah, he's just going to stick an arrow in the fucker from the back. See what you doing? You have this motherfucker grappled. He is thrashing. You just got poisoned to the face. It's a whole thing.
I'm like coughing, and I'm like, okay. I try to whip out my rope, and I try to tie him up. What would I roll?
It would be a sleight of hands versus his acrobatics or athletics. This one. He is going to use that. As he manages to keep you from tying his ass up.
No!
He's this slippery little bastard. You got a hold of him, but he keeps slipping out of the way of that fucking rope. He kind of kicks your wrist, gets it out of the way. He is just not letting himself get tied up.
All right.
Anything else for Missy?
Nope.
That brings us to this bastard who's still got a knife. He's still got a dwarf. He has issues. He's going to try to stab him. Let's stab. He's probably going to miss too. Yep, he missed. That brings us to you. You can see how much bullshit is going on. You are going to attempt. You got hit in the face by Naji. You're going to turn and try to fucking light Naji up.
Wait a second, I missed. It's okay.
Naji, Constitution save.
Ah, gosh, the poison. Not the poison.
Oh no, it's Bendar. Sorry, Bendar's the one that hit the shit out of him, isn't he?
It's okay. I'll roll it.
Okay, yeah, I just remembered it wrong. Yeah.
Or
You
is
are
it-
gonna save, so nothing happens. As you just kind of slam your fucking face mask gets in the way, and you're like, I will have none of this.
I've lost my sense of smell after that bathroom visit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. As there's another rock getting thrown at Grimaire over there. That one is actually gonna hit and gonna deal 6 damage to Grimaire. Good meter.
Did you include Did you include the +2 on his AC?
Yes, because he has a 20 right now. It's still gonna hit.
Oof.
It is stupid hard to hit Grimier right now, but he is hittable.
No.
As Grimier is, I believe, barely over his bloodied suit. Yes, he is. All right, that's all for that. Bendar, there is shit going down. You can hear rocks flying outside. It's a mess.
All right, I'll go ahead and hit
Does
this
Grimir
one.
have to roll for concentration, or is that on his turn?
Yes, he will need to roll Constitution now.
Okay.
So
Oh.
roll me a
Does it-
Constitution.
Good reminder.
Do it with advantage.
Where do I roll that?
Go to your sheet, and in the top left there is the save section. You will click Con Save.
Constitution.
Con Save. Constitution save, yeah. Alrighty, and I need to find the DC real quick because I believe it's 10 or like half the damage. It's 10. Fuck off. Or half the damage you take, whichever is greater. So it would be a DC 10 right now because you only took 6 because 10 is higher than 3. So you managed to save.
Okay.
You hold your spell. Alright, that now brings us to Bendar.
Okay, I'll hit him with the.
Bendar, this fucking mage over here is looking pretty beat up.
All right, I'll hit him with the palm of my sword. I'll try to, well, not like knock him out, but just knock him to capacitation so we can question him.
You will hitting him in this will knock him out, but he will get back up eventually. You are gonna miss.
Oh, okay.
As you see, he is flailing. He manages to get his foot up, stop the blade by kicking your feet. He's doing everything he can, despite the fact he is absolutely surrounded. Anything else from Bendar?
That's it.
Naji!
Alright.
This squirming kobold is going for it.
Everyone else is trying to keep him alive, so I will use the flat of my blade to strike down.
Gotcha. You're
Oh.
gonna miss as well.
Oh, gosh.
As he kicks Bendar's blade out of the way, right into the way of yours, Naji.
That's why I don't use swords.
Anything else from Naji?
I will hold here.
Alrighty. You see another fucking kobold show up, Grimar. It's probably the other one that's been throwing rocks at you.
Damn.
You got this.
And you see he takes something out of a pouch on his side and yeets it at you.
Fuck.
And you see you're about to get out of the way when the kobold in front of you makes another stab at you, making sure you can't get out of the way and hits you full in the center of the chest. And you see acid start to burn in your arm. You're going to take 8 acid damage.
Oh.
You'll need another con save. This fucking Grimir's getting beat up by these fuckers up here. He is going to save it though. So he still has concentration, but he is bloodied.
So how much was that?
8. And it's only that much because the fucker crit. Alrighty, that brings us to Grimir. Grimir, you're looking pretty worse for wear now.
I need to get out of this damn doorway.
Do note, leaving the threat range will allow them to try to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Ah.
You can move just one to be in
Yeah.
front of me, and that way you don't take an attack of opportunity. You're just out of throwing range from the
And then
others.
he would also be around the corner too, huh?
It'd be harder to hit with melee.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
swing
move
and
right
then move.
here.
You can attack before you move if you want to.
All right. Then yeah, I'll go for another two-handed attack.
Gotcha. Actually, if you're going for two-handed attack, that means your shield's not equipped, which means your AC is lower. So you do have an 18 right now.
Oh,
It's his choice.
all right. Well, yeah, going for the two-hand.
You are gonna miss. As you see him jump out of the way and kick the door in your way, so your weapon smacks into the door instead of it.
All right. Well, at this point, I'm gonna move over, then get out of the doorway.
Alrighty. Dragonette, what you up to?
Gonna
You see
use-
Grimar's looking pretty beat up.
I see that. I'm going to get rid of this one. So steady aim, and going to take a shot longbow at that one through the doorway.
Alrighty, that is going to hit.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Do I still get? I still get
Sneak attack because he's in 5 feet.
attack. Yep.
You
20.
get him right in the fucking face.
Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, that's our move.
Alrighty.
Good work.
Flint, what you up to? The fucker is still over there fighting for his life.
He's still up.
He is in his bed. He is being jumped by a woman. A couple men ran in with sticks. He is having a bad morning.
Yeah, 5-on-1. I'm still gonna bonk him. Eventually, I'll go down.
Shillelagh.
You were gonna miss.
It's
He
Yeah,
is
rolling
fucking flailing like a motherfucker. He kicks the stick out of the way. He is going mad with those feetsies. You know when somebody's on their back just kicking madly? That's effectively what you guys going on with this kobold here.
All right. Do I have any? I don't think I have any bonus actions. So. No, that's it. That's my turn.
Kiva is gonna prepare an action. Missy, what you doing?
Try again.
Alrighty. Try to time this fucker up. I think he's probably gonna save from that, but we'll see.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he beat it by 1.
Oh god, no.
He's got the feet of furies.
Why?
You still got a hold of him. He's not going anywhere, but he's got
Okay.
them feet.
Can only imagine the fight that kobold's putting up, just hearing so much struggling, like explosions coming out of that room.
Yes.
That's one kobold. There's no way.
Goddamn dragon.
Oh, that's it.
Alrighty. You can't do that. That won't actually help you here. Yeah, you're in melee, so these won't help. So you're gonna try to spit fucking poison in Bendar's face this time.
Okay.
Bendar, need a con save.
All right.
You're fine too. You've seen this shit before. You're just like, nah, I ain't having it.
Nice.
Fucking this motherfucker. He is gonna run out here, trigger Keepa. Keepa's gonna try to fucking shoot his ass. Keepa go bang. Keepa miss. Keepa's trying. But he is gonna run out and try to stab the only person he can at the moment. God, I'm happy he's not doesn't have advantage. He misses. Bendar. The feet you're dealing with the feet of furies. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to hit him with the palm of my sword again. And
You mean
miss.
the pommel, yeah?
Huh?
You mean the pommel?
Yeah. Is that what I said, or did I say
Okay.
something else?
You keep saying palm, like the center of somebody's hand.
Oh, I thought I said
Oh,
palm.
Is that
Okay,
like-
sorry. Yeah.
I have to feel like what you're talking about. But yeah, you're gonna miss.
Okay.
He is just absolute feats of fury, keeping everybody off. He is effectively going turtle shell. But if he could spin, he'd be Beyblading at you fuckers. Najee, give him a bonk. He looks terrible, but then feet there. He's got those feet.
From down
He's
the hall.
kicking everybody.
Having the hood.
You're gonna hit him.
Non-lethally, I guess. I don't know.
Is he going down? He's going down. You knock his sad ass out. What?
I'm still gonna be like, this is why I don't use swords.
Is
Or
that it for Najee?
I'm gonna walk around. I can't make it into the hallway, can I?
You can squeeze past as long as you have movement.
Yeah, I don't have enough movement for that.
Okay, then you're just kind of stuck.
Yep.
Inventor. He is gonna run up here. He's gonna try to stab Grimar. He's at disadvantage, but he's gonna try.
Tank me around the corner.
He's just gonna. You see a little head poke out and go. He is gonna miss as it catches on your armor. Grimir, they're trying to shank you. They are being dickheads about it. To be fair, you did break into their house.
So how far is it behind them?
What do you mean behind them?
It's like behind the second cobalt. Like,
You wouldn't be able to actually move past them right now.
no, I know. I'm not trying to move past them. I'm wondering if I could do what's it called? Spiritual weapon. Summon it behind them.
You need to see it, which you can't see behind them right now.
Okay.
I think spiritual weapon requires you to be able to see where you're casting. Let me check that.
He doesn't really block space, so can he summon it like on himself or?
Yeah, he can summon it above his head. It's just he can't summon it behind him.
Oh, so I could just summon it right on top of me then?
I think so. Let me look. When you cast a spell, you make within range. Oh, you don't actually need to see it. You can put it behind him.
Hmm.
Because you know that's there and it's safe. You can just put it behind him. What kind of spiritual weapon do you like using? Are you a warhammer? Are you a sword? What things seem to work?
I'm
for
actually
you?
thinking now. I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame on the kobold in front of me.
Sacred Flame, is that a save or a ranged attack?
It's a cantrip.
I know, does it ask for a save or a ranged attack? I think it's a save.
Opponent's VNS. I don't know.
Sacred.
Oh, the target must succeed
Pretty
on
sure
a
it's a
dexterity
save.
saving throw
Dexterity.
or take
It's a save.
1d8 radiant damage.
That's what I was looking for. Because if it's a ranged
Okay.
spell attack, you'll be at disadvantage for attacking in melee with a ranged attack. That's what I
Oh,
was looking for.
it
So,
is
yeah.
ranged?
No, it's not. It's a save. You're fine.
Okay.
So
All
go
right.
ahead and roll it for me. And which one are you rolling against? The one next to you or the one in the room?
One right in front of me.
Gotcha. He's going to make a dex save. He's going to save, so he's fine, because that's a cantrip.
Damn.
So that is going to miss.
And then
Anything
I'm
else from Grimmy?
gonna do healing word on myself.
Gotcha. Roll it.
Cast it.
You get 4 HP back. You click on your token like the way you remove it and do a +4 instead. It will bring your HP up. Nice.
That is
You're
that.
still bloodied, but you have some HP.
And then I'm done.
Dragonette! Grimir is getting pushed back. What you gonna do about it?
Right. So she's going to.
You know you'll now be at disadvantage attacking with your bow because you're technically in melee with the fucking kobold next to
Right.
Grimir.
Unless I switch weapons using my free action and use steady aim with my short sword.
You'll still be at disadvantage because you're attacking around a wall. Which you
Even
would need to
even
do.
with
Yeah.
And if I do
mean,
steady aim, which just like with which
yeah, it would
set it?
remove it. Just it sets it to normal.
got it. Yeah, that's where I am. So I'm gonna take a normal attack against the one around the corner using steady aim to push that. So
Can you steady aim with a melee? I think that has to be a bow, doesn't it?
no, it's a finesse weapon.
Oh, fair enough. Go ahead.
Finesse weapon. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yep, you missed. Flint. You knock the fucker out, but there's the sound of fighting outside.
Okay. All right, hearing that, I will walk out here, see some fighting. Let's spell it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and well, we didn't want to create loud flashes of light.
Especially
I'm just
since he's
gonna
standing next to a window.
throw a magic stone at him.
Fair enough. You're gonna hit.
For 6 damage.
He is still looking okay.
Is it right? +1
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, Keepa is going to wish he could take aim, but he cannot. Every time he tries to sharpshooter, he misses. So he's just going to shoot. Glad he didn't. He's going to deal some damage. And he's going to leave that one bloodied. Oh, nope, wrong one. Bloodied. That brings us to Miss E. Miss E, the fucker's unconscious.
Finally, no resistance. Now can I tie him up?
Yeah, you can tie him up just fine. He's not fighting anymore. He's unconscious.
Perfect. So I tie him up and I kind of step out to see what the commotion is going outside.
You see the dwarf is looking a little beat up. And do note, it was your standard action to tie that bastard up.
Okay, then I'll just...
You can still move. You just have your movement and bonus.
Okay, then I'll just move closer so I could take aim. And that'll be it.
Gotcha. That brings us to this motherfucker who is looking pretty bad, but he doesn't have anywhere to go. So he's going to try to stab. And he's going to hit. He manages to get through the armor. He only does 4 damage, though, so he takes away your healing word from earlier.
Yes.
Brings us to Bendar. Bendar, there is shit going down outside.
All right, Bendar will move up here, and then
Do note, you will be, if you try to shoot through that, it's going to be at disadvantage because there are a lot of people in between you and him.
Oh, I got something for that. Trust me. Let's see here.
Save, I imagine.
Let's see here. It's a bonus action. So yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Hex on the one that I can see in the hallway, and then I'll go ahead and
Gotcha.
throw a.
What
Okay.
ability check is he disadvantaged on?
Let's do strength.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then I'll cast the Eldritch Blast.
Gotcha. That will be
And
a
now,
disadvantage. So
what I'll do is, since it's a disadvantage, I'll use my Restore Balance feature and nullify that as a reaction.
If you roll a d20 and disadvantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll. Fair enough. Yeah. So you're going to hit.
Okay, and then I'll roll my damage from the Eldritch Blast. Oh, God. And then the Hex, so 6 points of damage.
He's going down.
Okay. And that's it. I'm
He'll
good.
add 2 HP.
Yeah.
Nagi! What you doing?
How do I
I
get
don't
through
think
it?
you can get into the hole.
Oh my gosh. Like, that's 1, right? Is it 2 per person?
Yeah. I don't think you can get in there. Just guard the fucker and hope he doesn't wake up, I guess.
Got a dash action.
Okay.
I think I can get, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Good. You're doing good, right?
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go over there. No, I'm kidding. I'm just
There's
gonna
30 of them up here. No.
Ooh, good work, Grimir.
I've been stabbed 17 times.
You run up and there's a kobold in front of you. He's like, "Oh fuck."
Hey, what's up? No, I can't do anything. That was my action.
Okay, that brings us to his turn, and he is going to do something about this because he doesn't like the fact that a metal man ran up in front of his face.
Surrender is an option.
And he is going to try. He is going to throw a vial. Actually, you are first going to try to back up, which gives Naji and Grinmir attacks of opportunity. Go ahead and try to swing at him.
Sure.
So
Naji's
you
going to
just
hit.
roll your weapon on that.
Yeah, you have disadvantage, though.
Yeah. Always
Because you're attacking around the wall.
How do you roll at disadvantage?
You have it set to just roll twice, yeah, at disadvantage, at advantage, yeah.
I don't.
Did you change any of your settings?
No.
It should, yeah, just
Then
be
yeah,
standard.
it should roll 2. So go ahead and roll, see if you hit. You rolled the 6, so you're gonna miss. Naji is gonna hit though. Naji is gonna do 7 damage.
Nice.
7. He is now bloodied, but he is still gonna try to throw this at Naji. He is gonna hit Naji dead in the face.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
That's a crit that deals 5 fire damage, and Naji is now on fire. Naji, you will take a D4 worth of damage every turn until you put that shit out.
This is fine.
Yeah, y'all see, Naji's on fucking fire.
He shrugs.
Yeah, I know that was a thing, but he doesn't.
I burned right now too. Mine was acid.
And you
How
see
many does he have?
the kobold looks at you not caring that you're on fire and starts screaming.
Oh god. Just did not face. Just
Grimir, it's your turn. You want,
Okay.
you could move in there in front of Naji and beat the shit out of him if you want.
Do it. It's
So
your
how do I
time,
determine
Grimir.
my movement?
You can move 25 feet. Every 5 feet is a square. So you'll be able to move 5 squares. If you move through an ally's space, it is worth 2 squares.
Okay.
So to move past Naji, it will be 10 feet. To move up will be another 5. So you can get in his face with 15 movement, which you have.
Might as well try and finish it.
Do it.
This kobold is fallen down. He is prone. He is terrified. You have advantage. Beat the shit out of him. That's gonna hit.
Swing.
Yeah, you hit.
So if you hit, then what? Would I roll for that?
You see at the bottom how it says Warhammer two-handed in the chat?
Yes.
Click that. You fucking take this fucker out. How you killing him?
Going for the downward swing, seeing how far a warhammer can go through a kobold.
Which bit of kobold? Are you hitting him in the crotch, the chest, the head?
Vertically, down the middle.
I mean, he's on the ground laying down, so...
Oh.
He fell back.
Square
That's
in the
why you had
chest.
advantage. Okay, yeah, you
Square
just
in the
kind of
chest.
crush his chest. It's a little gruesome.
Cool.
But y'all are now out of initiative.
Can I try to use Druidcraft to put Naji not on fire?
I would not help with this. This is an alchemist's fire.
Oh.
I have to stop that grab and roll. How do I get this fire?
Roll me a dex check.
Dex check.
Yep. You immediately put it out. You just kind of like pat it out. Just like, fuck you. I ain't got enough time for your shit.
Man, those vials. Potent stuff.
Yep. But as it is now pretty late, as we finish this combat, we're going to leave it here for today. Next time, interrogation.
Nice.
Maybe.
Wonderful.
Good job, Missy,
Maybe.
for giving us the
Maybe.
Kicking
idea.
and screaming again.
Thanks. It was hard.
So good job, you guys.
Yeah, that was a good
Grim
session.
here. How'd you feel about that?
Oh no, that was a blast, man. First time that was a
Sorry, I
lot.
stabbed the shit out of you.
Yeah. There was just so many stabs. There was just
Sometimes the rules are against you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I get it.
But
Yeah.
yeah. I already talked to you about how
I
things
held that
go.
doorway though. That's
You
what
fucking
matters.
did. Imagine
Yeah.
if those fuckers had been into your squishy members and started throwing shit like that at Miss E or
Hmm.
Flint or Bendar. God, that would have been bad. You did good. Now Najmi has somebody to stand on the front lines with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
You
least I
first.
healed myself a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it just didn't really matter.
I'll throw a cure wound through it. There you go. How do I do that
Yeah,
again?
at this point, we're gonna barricade the top of the stairs, and we're just gonna. That's it. No, we're living upstairs now. That's just
Ooh,
No,
dude,
I
more
will
of
NXP.
these
film.
things. No, it's no.
I'm gonna go
I
ahead
was,
and put it on his sheet. So yeah, he's no longer bloodied. Good job.
I was so impressed.
Ugh,
You
that was
maxed
a
that. Good
blast.
job.
Thank you.
I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
A suggestion for you throughout the week: get an idea of kind of what you want your backstory to be, and if you would,
I
up
threw in a
the
bio while we were
okay,
playing.
cool.
I was coming up with stuff.
Fair enough. I will go
Nice.
through that when I can. You see up in the information section, there's a place called Homebrew Rules.
And
In
which
Discord.
side?
Information in
Discord?
Roll20. Not Roll20,
Oh.
Discord. It's in Discord.
Homebrew rules. Yes.
That is my list of homebrew rules things you will want to know.
Okay.
So you don't have to read them right now, just at some
Yeah.
point at your leisure, give it a look. Hero's Last Stand so far in the stealthing rules, and don't give me bad ideas. They're the most important ones. The example I have in there is at least the Tarask isn't here. I have had people bring that up 3 times now, and every time I've dropped a Tarask on them.
Yeah, I've
They
heard
don't
of like
immediately have to
crazy
fight it.
monsters and stuff, and it's just like that's something that's for like way later when like at least in my opinion of like when you have a crazy good campaign or you have a couple characters go through 2 or 3 campaigns and then you start dropping big bomb monsters on them like that. Or I don't know.
The Tarask is one of the highest CR creatures in the usual monster mix.
You know,
I like being able to go 2-hand and still have an 18 AC. It's really nice. Well, I don't think it's worth it though. I'm gonna start going 1 hand. Ugh. I should have been using Searing Smite, because that would have just been added to my damage, and I could have just had 20 AC the entire time. Probably would have done better.
Okay. Yeah. The highest CR creatures are the aspect of Bahamut, the aspect of Tiamat, the Tarask, and Tiamat herself at 30 CR. And I've had people summon the Tarask 3 times at
So
level
what's CR? Is that combat rating?
Yeah, it's effectively a party of 4 level 30 characters should be able to fight this.
That's alright, so that's the
my.
equivalent of 4 level 30 characters.
Yeah.
Which don't
So
exist.
you don't even think level 20 characters would be able to.
Oh no, they with the right prep and the right stuff.
Yeah.
But that is what a CR is. In their normal absolute fate, a team of 4 adventurers will be able to deal with a CR.
Yeah, it's
equal
in a
to-
way it's like an elite monster.
Yeah.
I mean it's an elite of an elite,
Yeah,
in
and
general.
let's put it this way. The Tarask is equal to the aspects of 2 of the gods. Tiamat herself is a god, and she is CR 30, and that thing is the same.
Right.
CR.
Yeah, but they probably have different like complete features though, I would think.
Oh yeah, they have their own thing altogether.
Where they would be and stuff, I think would be a huge part of it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're just gonna see Tiamat just like walk outside to the square and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, no, Tiamat is currently in the
Avernus.
first layer of hell,
guarding the gate.
I believe.
To this, I
So
think.
if you go there, you might run into her. She's the big bad guy of Tyranny of Dragons. That's why she has a stat block.
I feel like my chair is gonna.
We should visit sometime.
Like my chair leans in one direction, so odd. Get it? Yeah, tighten it up or something.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Ugh.
go start record or getting this process, and I'll throw it up on YouTube, and then throw it on the website or Discord.
Thanks, Bender.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
That was fun playing with everybody. Thank you. Very much.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
meeting you.
Yes. Nice
Good
meeting you,
to have
Corey.
you.
And I'll see you next week.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Later.
Nice
Same.
meeting
Sounds
you as
good
well.
to you.
Let's see us.
Okay, bye. Good night.
all right. Well,